Good morning, good morning, good morning. Chat, we are early today. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we are most definitely early today. For me right now, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, the last time I'm done streaming this early was during, oh gosh, it was there. I want to say it was. I want to say it was like beginning of the year when I streamed at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I think. And yes, it was. It was 2 o'clock in the morning when I streamed this early last time. And that was whenever I think I was just getting started on getting my footing on everything. So it's weird streaming this early. This would usually be the time when I am getting ready to go to the gym. Because my gym opens at like 4:30 in the morning. So this would usually be the time where I would be going to the gym around this time, and then get back by 5:30, 5:20ish, and then after that would be getting breakfast in if I can, and then from there we'd be streaming. Let me set up something. I'm posting something on Discord real quick. But yeah, I know to the people out in the other side of the world, y'all get to see me 2 times early. So hey, that's big ups on y'all. There we go. Needed to do that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to keep us waiting. I hope you guys are having a good morning, or good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you may be in this place we call Earth. I am Bumpin' P1. So Saturday, we done stream for fucking 7 hours, which is insane. And I hope that everyone had a good weekend, had a good time with what they were doing. I had a good weekend. I haven't worked. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't had enough time to work on content, but I think that's because I've also been working on the book, getting some things set up on that, and then wanting to figure out where. I'm trying to figure out some things on it, but I think I finally got it right now. So hopefully tonight when I come home from the gym, I would be ready to roll on content. So I don't want to keep us waiting. We have a lot of headway to try to continue to make up today. We need to try at least to get us set up for the Polaris Bound. I don't know how far we're gonna get today. We're gonna try to make some decent headway. But like I said, we're gonna see. But I'm excited for this. Should be a lot of fun. Should be a good stream. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started now, shall we? Make sure the game's not muted so everyone can hear the music or hear the game. All right, we are good to go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on episode 13. Eulogy. Or eulogy. All right, here we go. I cannot describe the war to you, for the cruelty of war sometimes lies not in its process, but in its outcome. Oh shit, Anakin! Hello, welcome. Everything's going good. We are streaming pretty early for me today. I know on the other side of the world it's like damn near like still early afternoon, sometimes going into the like early evening right now. So like everyone kind of getting a little treat on the other side of the world. But it's earlier than usual just because I gotta help my family out with some things around like 8 o'clock my time at least. So that's why I decided to stream early to this morning, so that way we can still get the 3 hours in. We can still make some decent headway on this chapter, and people on the other side of the world can get a treat for me coming in, we streaming this early. But how are you? Okay. Hold up. Woo. I can recount how those around me fell to the red claws of the punishing virus. I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking. Hey, of course. But yeah, I hope you had a good weekend too. My weekend was good. Granted, we streamed for 7 hours, but it was needed for us to be able to be set up to where we are now. I'm glad that we did, because we're on good pace right now. Or how those in medical tents trembling at the brink of death left their final words. Or I can tell you about a piece of paper I picked up, written in childish handwriting, with a girl's last wish of leaving a cake home for her mother, and the torn cloth on her body for her father through her parents and home had long been engulfed by the punishing virus. Yeah, I saw that giant stream. Dude, it was long, I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, it was needed. It was needed for us to be able to get set up for where we're at now, and also to find the little voice modules. I finally figured it out on how to get them pronounced, how to get to where you can hear the voice module and not feel like it's getting butchered. So it was interesting. What chapter we got to, by the way? We're still on chapter 28. We're on episode 13 right now. So we're on the part where Han Yin just got killed. Chu's dead right now. And we are now seeing like the ghost so far of the Tabula Akasha. So we're still on 28. We didn't get any farther than you. We're still on 28. We'll probably be on chapter 28 all of this week. So it'll be chapter 28 all this week, which is fine. I'm fine with that. Alright. And then probably you meant in the episode. Oh, you're chilling. Yeah, we're on the part where there's 3 different things going on at the same time, but we decided to choose the top route and kind of follow the order so far. PGR chapter 1 in 2025, just beating up level 1 bots with basically gods. That's awesome. But Equinox, I hope you're having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. And haha, if this is who I think it is, you know who you are when you just said, baby girl. If this is who I think it is, I'm surprised you're up. I'm surprised you're up. Now, for those of you who do not know, if this is who I think it is, this is one of my childhood friends. This is my dog right here. The fact that you're up is crazy, though. Night shift. I got you. Now it makes sense. This guy right here is one of the dogs for sure. He's not the childhood friend that I went out to dinner with on Saturday. No, this is another childhood friend. All of us have been close. All of us have been it's been elementary since I've seen him. Papa Lord just dropped. Hey, I mean this is a day one for whenever I first moved out here when I was a kid. So it's cool. He supports me. He supports me. My other childhood friend supports me. A lot of people supporting me and what I'm doing. And he was actually in town a couple months ago, and we were able to chop it up, talk about life, talk about how he's doing. So it's pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see him support me and everyone else support me on this journey. So that's on the heart, man. All love, my boy. All love. Wow. Let's get back on this now. Suffering and struggling have painted the backdrop of our history. Countless words have been written in documents suffering over thousands of years. Oh, he was also my wrestling buddy. However, the only meaning in suffering is to awaken a resolve to fight on and continue living. But that's for another story. That's for another time. Beyond that, suffering carries no meaning. Thus, I refuse to document suffering. Is this live? I feel sorry for those tormented by it. They are my people. But I also refuse to let my pen document a history steeped in suffering of my people. This is not live. This is probably Chew then? This is my last shroud of conscience. Or he are Hanyang. And only a few constructs could fight alongside us. They nearly paved the way for their own flesh and blood. None of them willingly retreat from the front line. Each of them is a hero. We may be able to hide in this control room for a while, but we cannot hide forever. Holding the ground here is merely a stopgap solution. Though some harbor hostility toward these Babylonians, because Babylonia sent someone to murder Chew. There is no doubt that the one known as Papa P has indeed turned the tide of the battle to some extent. Oh hey, I don't know who this is, but I mean they know that we doing something right. Yes, this is Kao Long, but Kao Long must go beyond this. I'd say it's Chew. Yeah, okay. I thought it was. I knew it was either Chew. It couldn't be Du Huang. But I thought it was Chew or Liv from how it was. But seeing how it's kind of pointing towards Chew, I want to say that. After withstanding the fiercest wave of the Hetero creature's assault in the central control room of Tabula Akasha, the frenzied rush toward the core of Tabula Akasha has significantly abated. Some appear to be falling back. Opportunities in war are just fleeting. Just minutes ago, Grey Raven seized the moment of the Hetero creature's withdrawal and pushed through the surface of the Tabula Akasha, meeting up with Strikehawk members in the Northwest Engineering Tunnel. Now, a part of the vital security measures, the remaining combat forces of Tabula Akasha have regressed to the front lines of the surface beneath the dome of Tabula Akasha. According to the Grand Engineering blueprint designed by Norman Mining Corp, the optimal evacuation route remains through the Northwest Engineering Tunnel that leads to the mountains on the other side. While the lifeline hasn't been entirely reclaimed, the interference from the punishing signal has notably diminished, enabling you to establish a tenuous connection with the engineering force and support force on the opposite side of the tunnel. Okay, cool. So at least we're making some headway, and we're able to connect with the people outside of Tabula Akasha that are trying to work their way inside. So we're trying to do a sandwich fold right now. Oh, it's my woman. It's my woman, ladies and gentlemen. Karenina. Oh God, she looked good. Hello? You are setting.
Hello? Karenina.
Signal. Right?
Hello?
Shit! Uh-oh. A loud noise erupts from the other end of the call, drowning out Karenina's voice. However, the communication quality appears to be improved afterward. Hello? The signal on your end is horrible. Is Kao Long's network condition really this poor?
Karenina, what was that just now?
Captain, they're about to use up all the explosives, you know. Who cares about saving the explosive at a time like this? Use them all! Pop and P, Babylonia satellite can't pinpoint your exact location on the surface. What's the name of this mountain again? Something like Wutah Mountain? Maybe because it's too secluded? But there's barely any hetero creatures are corrupted around here. Engineering force always on time. They really do be on time like that. They sometimes may be fashionably late, but majority of the time they're pretty on time.
That's good to hear. When can you dig through?
About 2 hours and 17 minutes later. Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna be enough time. Karenina's answer makes you gasp and worry. Gulp? 2 hours. You have to endure the onslaught of the hetero creatures for another 2 hours. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to hold up for 2 hours. Every minute, the people of the Kowloon are paying with their blood. You can't even imagine it after 2 hours. We're currently blasting a path through the middle of the mountain to reach the engineering tunnel as quickly as possible. This is the optimal solution according to Gassalt's analysis. Well, okay, at least they're just gonna bulldoze right in the middle instead of having to like, oh, we gotta go this way, then curve an S, make a C, do a loop. It's like, nah, we're just gonna go bulldoze straight in the middle. I'm doing everything I can. Also, Norman Mining Corp surely used some good materials here. Way too good for this place, I'd say. This mountain isn't just rock. It looks ancient, but it's packed with reinforced alloys. Ah, shit, Bridget here too. God damn. Considering they drowned a temporary city in 30 minutes, I'd say 2 hours is a something. Yeah. 2 hours is... I don't know. 2 hours is pretty long. On top of that, like, what's the punishment you're going to be doing up in that minute? Because they don't, like... How long already had to sink that city, like you said it? 30 minutes? That's going to be crazy. What? Can't you see I'm busy? I brought the explosives and thermite charges you asked for. Alright, thanks. Teddy, go take a look.
Karenina, thank you for everything you've done.
Can you guys still hold up?
We'll try to stay alive for now. And I'll figure out the rest, but we have to. Even if we can't.
If conditions allow. Damn it! It'd be faster if we could just blast directly downward to the surface. I mean, it's better than that. No, it's not possible. The surface is still filled with hetero creatures. Not only would it be dangerous for you to breach from here, but we also can't flatten the city of Kowloon. Of course, I know that. That's why I said...
Karenina? Karenina? Karenina! Can you hear me?
Communication is cut off again. Commandant, I've detected a punishing signal. Oh, wait. This isn't a punishing signal. Uh-oh, someone's coming. Liv keeps adjusting the device beside her. It's not just her. The Fushi crew remembers the field also noticed the anomalies in their instruments. What is it this time? We picked up a high coverage signal from an unknown source. The signature code. The familiar feeling in your mind resurfaces, yet this time it's not a mild but urgent and harsh. It is not mild but urgent and harsh, stirring a surge of intense pain within. Ah shit, this is Huashu. Get ready to calibrate the mind brigand. It's Huashu. I cannot hold back. He is dangerous. Okay, hold on now. We getting ready to see the Emperor again. If we're getting ready to see the Emperor again, it's time for me to put on my big boy shoes and say his words. An intense sensation of suffocation grips your chest. In contrast to the previous experience when Huashu nearly strangled you by manipulating hands, this time the suffocation emanates from the depths of Huashu. It appears to not be Huashu's intent. Pop and pee!
No. No. It's not her. It's something else. Someone else.
Quick. Run. Ah, shit. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Now, if this is the Emperor, bro, this is gonna be insane. I want to say this is. I want to say this is him. I want to say these lines in his voice, but I don't know if it's him or not. Okay, we're fine. No, don't spoil me. Don't spoil me. Don't spoil me. I'll wait for him. I'll wait for whoever is talking to show up. The blood red words etched into your retina are the last thing you remember before slipping into unconsciousness. Okay, so we ended up passing out because of it. That's insane. Okay, here we go. Dude, dude, the camera work. Oh my gosh, the camera work, ladies and gentlemen. We really in a movie right now. Look at the camera work, bro. Dude, we really in a movie.
I didn't plan to lie down first this time.
Who's that one street? We gotta go help them out. God damn, this place is in fucking chaos right now. We gotta work though. Hey, we got a job to do. Get out of here. Alright, Wanchi.
One shot, one kill. With your eyes.
I forget that he's still this time he's still in A. We have yet to see his getting fucking S rank. I cannot wait to get to the next arc, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit, that boy is out here jumping. What is fucking Chrome doing? I cannot wait till we get to the new chapters. I cannot wait. It's gonna be one hell of a ride, and I already know it's probably gonna be up and up on that.
One shot, one kill.
Here we go. And on top of that, if we're gonna be, if we're gonna be more involved in floating records, it's gonna be fun. Cause I think you guys told me that we're in Bridget's floating record.
One shot, one kill.
And then
Your eyes.
I think we're also in someone else. I don't remember the names. Oh, get out of here! Here, one, little Q, little U.
Soul is coming.
Is this all I have?
Oh yeah, there's a big old AoE attack from him. Wow. How long is getting demolished right now, dude? It really is. Like, we've not even been down here for, I think, 3 hours timeline-wise.
Is this all I have?
Oh my gosh, that's the fucking chariot. The chariot's back. Ain't no fucking way. Alright, we're gonna have Chrome. Okay, if Chrome cannot get locked onto this, here he is. Right there. Ooh. Okay, I guess we just have to. What am I doing? Okay, we need to deal with these guys first. There we go. Now we're gonna focus our attention on the fucking chariot.
One shot, one kill.
Oh, there's someone riding it. What the fuck?
Take this.
Oh, here we go.
Be my blade.
One shot.
The chariots are pain. Is there more than just one chariot, or is this the only chariot that we gotta deal with? Okay, there's that. Okay, I need you. 134. Gee. What is with this health bar?
For you to go to bed.
We gotta put everything into these. There we go. That's what I needed.
One kill. One shot, one kill. Your eyes.
I need the dodge to prop.
Plan to lie down first.
Five.
Be my blade.
I was actually doing crazy work on this chariot right now.
Be my blade.
One shot,
Oh, he's done.
one kill. With your eyes.
Okay. Ghost! I saw the ghost! Don't panic, hold the ground. He passed through. An arm. What did they miss? Getting bodied by the ghosts of his ancestors on the chariot. This is the one single chariot. Imagine how long getting attacked by humanoids of these. Yeah. Considering how big the chariot is and what his movesets are. Move. Here we go. Emerging from a deep unconscious state, you hear screams echoing throughout.
What happened? How's the battle now?
Commandant! Liv tightly clutches your hand, yet when you turn your gaze toward her,
Liv! What's next to you?
an orange yellow shadow looms behind Liv, more distinct than a blurred shadow than you've seen previously. Let's not talk about that. It should be no problem. Commandant, are you experiencing any discomfort? The data indicates no corruption in your mind beacon and all readings are normal. Liv reaches out her arm to touch your forehead, and her hand gentle and warm. God damn, bro. Hand gentle and warm. I'll take that shit any day.
It feels like I just took a nap. But I think I heard Washu's calling for help. And Liv, this thing beside you.
Liv offers a bitter smile, sweeping her arm through the yellow shadow beside her. Her hand glides through it effortlessly, yet the shadow remains unmoved. she looks so uneasy about it. While you were unconscious, these unidentified and unattachable shadows started appearing in Tabula Akasha. I can't verify your loss of consciousness is related to the appearance of these shadows, but it seems... Liv points out to the medical tents behind her. Glancing around amidst the bustling medics and injured people, you find the area teeming with these shadows. It's not just here. Many shadows like these have also showed up on the battlefield outside. But there are none around you, Commandant.
Huh?
As you prop yourself up and survey the surroundings, you discern that apart from the shadow behind Liv, the vicinity around you appears to be a clean zone in contrast to other areas.
Why?
Oh, fuck, it's Viller. Oh my. Okay, so that's interesting that he's part of the Tabula Akasha, if that's the case. They are dead. They are all dead within Tabula Akasha. A humanoid figure, more distinct from the shadows, materializes in the distance. Dark green hair, elegant in a solemn attire, and that arrogant tone.
No. You're not you.
We should have met before, Papa P. Viller? You're the one who disappeared with Washu on the Niter. When we were on the Count Long back then, Chu mentioned it was you who secretly took Washu away. Is that so? I disappeared with Washu later, huh?
Weren't you dead? Why are you here?
Has anyone told you that in Tabula Akasha, death is not the end? Here, countless mind data and fragments of consciousness are stored. I am one of them. And all the humanoid figures you're seeing are projections of the mind data stored in the Tabula Akasha's database, manifesting in the physical world. My Washu has been attacked by an unknown source, causing these memory data leaks from Tabula Akasha.
Do you still believe Washu is yours to this day?
Of course. She's my one and only perfect creation. I created her. I possess her. Otherwise, she wouldn't remember me. The man's obsession with Washu has reached an unparalleled level. Yeah, this man is down bad for Washu.
So,
I need to reboot Washu to save her.
you don't think I will buy that and help you, do you?
You will. Because it's not just me who needs Washu to be rebooted. Chu needs it too. Okay, interesting. Okay, we're back in Babylonia now. Under the Parliament's stringent demands, the military has dispatched additional teams to set up domain nodes near Kowloon Metropolis. However, this time neither Triller nor Hansen possesses the firepower to shoot another bullet. Okay. The conclusion presented to the Parliament is more realistic than the matter concerning the Forsaken. Washu's existence is now confirmed, and there is significant likelihood that the punishing virus will assimilate all data from Washu and Tabula Akasha. Should the punishing virus assimilate Washu, it will be likely just a matter of time before it leverages Washu to overgrow Kasal, particularly concerning the presence of the computing power lock and its computing capacity sealed behind it. To the residents of Babylonia, that looming threat of Babylonia's fall, orchestrated by the Luna, utilizing Washu appears more tangible than the specter of those 7,295 ballistic missiles. Moreover, given that Tabula Akasha houses vast data on Earth life forms, no one knows the uncontrollable evolutions of the Red Tide and Hero creatures might undergo based on it. If these events transpire, their consequences will be more severe than the issue with the Forsaken. The Forsaken can't become a major threat overnight, but the Red Tide can. Allowing Watanabe to wield the sword of Demosas? I think that's how you say it. Is a far better choice than placing a butcher knife in the hands of humanity's enemy.
Commander Nikolai, has the war mobilization been issued?
Yes. Nikolai responds with a secret acknowledgement. Ever since the Forsaken incident, the relationship between Nikolai and Hansen has become subtly awkward. Their shared ideals remain unwavering, yet they are akin to infinitely parallel lines. Perhaps they can only truly understand each other at the point at infinity when the dream of reclaiming Earth and rebuilding a home comes true. Until then, one line must bear the weighty darkness.
For the Parliament, this is indeed the only option. Even letting the Ascendants control Huashu is better than having Huashu help the hetero creatures evolve.
Just do what you can. I'll buy you as much time as possible. Leave the security arrangements for the domain nodes to me.
Thank you, Commander Nikolai.
Nikolai pauses for a moment before releasing a deep sigh. However, if the Parliament neglects to Kasart's advice and forcibly orders Kasart to activate the Logni's arsenal, there would be nothing the military or I could do.
That much I am aware of.
Hansen stares into the blue planet outside the window. From Babylonia's vantage point, she appears much like she did decades ago, devoid of the punishing virus and derived of war. She is so beautiful that humanity can never leave her cradle. That's some crazy wording. Can never leave her cradle. Y'all done fucking, imagine that being a foreshadow for something.
So, they must retreat.
Oh, I'm back. Lagged out my bed. Oh, you're chilling. Hey, you're chilling. All good. You didn't miss much. Pretty much, Viller showed up in the Tabula Akasha, and oh gosh, and he needs us to help reboot Huashu in order to save him and Shu. So, very interesting. This was surprisingly very early, but hey, I'll welcome it. Yes, it is a little bit early than usual, just because I have to help my family out later in the morning. So for me, it's damn near. It's 4:30 right now. So, but I know on the other side of the world, people are eating good right now. So it's very interesting for me being up streaming this early, because I was telling Etienne that I would be working out right about now. Because my gym opens at 4:30, and then I would go until 5:30, then come home, eat some breakfast, then I would be streaming at 6. But that's not the case right now. So we're streaming early today. So, but we're still going for 3 hours. You're all gonna get the full 3 hours. We're gonna try to make some decent headway in this chapter at least, to set us up pretty well on Thursday. Because I have a feeling this entire streaming week will be chapter 28 for sure. Because of how long it is. But I hope you're having a good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you may be. And I hope you had a good weekend too.
You've read the report. The transcendent known as Chu was assassinated by someone from the world government, a council member, and she's even from Kowloon herself. I really don't understand what this Chu did or what she intended to do.
Didn't you ever meet her when you were with the world government on the surface?
No. It was already too late when I joined the world government. All I know is Trillard once said that Kowloon acted as a counterweight that could measure other powers and he had to handle it cautiously to offset other rising forces. Put Kowloon on one end of the scale and it will gauge the weight of the opposite side. After the battle on Kowloon, and again this time, I now understand what made Trillard say that.
Okay. Episode 14. Yeah, so we're doing Slumber Topside first, and then we're gonna do Silent Night, and then we're gonna do Witching Hour. So we still got a little bit going on. Oops, I'm late. Yeah, you're never late. Hey, the people who join you're usually right on time, so you're all good. For the people who join when they join, you guys are never late. You guys are like right on time, because like I said, you just caught up. You just got in right when we started episode 14, so you didn't miss much. All right, here we go. Episode 14, different battlefields. We are early, don't worry. Yes, we are very much early. I usually don't stream around this time. I usually stream at like 6. Or I was just telling everyone here I would be at the gym right now. P1, I hope you strap your seatbelt since it'll be full of surprises. Ooh boy, okay, crazy. Shark Face. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. We have a good one. Same thing for you, Danny. Hope you're having a good one. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be in this place we call Earth. We are early today, ladies and gentlemen. We are early. So, hey, you're all good. We are on episode 14. We're on slumber. So we're getting ready to do the next 2 timelines, getting ready to start. Hold on. The childhood friend that was on my stream, he's finally going to bed, so I gotta send him back a message. And fuck. Oh, there we go. Alright, we're good. Half the gang is here. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was awake though. I just started watching something else and got distracted. Oh, you're all good, man. Hey, all good. You all don't got to be obligated to watch me. You know that. Like, I'm grateful that you guys do decide to watch me. I know you also guys got things you also want to enjoy as well. Like for me, example, I was watching. I got done with Tower of God this weekend, and then I'm watching. Fairy Tale right now. Watching Fairy Tale 100-Year Quest. So you're all good. You guys don't ever feel obligated that you have to watch. I'm just grateful you guys watch when you can, and when you guys leave, I'm grateful that you guys watched. So you're chilling. All good. Now I don't know what episode we're on. We're on episode 14. We're on episode 14 of chapter 28, so we're still chilling. Okay. Now, it's just a punishing virus of those who survived in this underground city, but many ghosts have also appeared. Furthermore, the villain who saved the night also suddenly reappeared in the ghost form. I had a long talk with the technician on Babylonia and a robot that looked like a vending machine. I don't really understand the technical details after all, I'm just a historian. In the final conclusion, to thwart the punishing virus from acquiring Huashu to avert an unidentified network intrusion, we must find a way to redirect their assaults on Huashu elsewhere. And that villain also claimed that Chu is still alive. Guess my YouTube's just bugging? Oh no. Well, I mean the stream health is good. I wonder, because I know Anakin said that he was lagging as well. I wonder if it's the stream that's bugging out. And we also got a bot on Kick, which is pretty cool. We're always getting bots, bro. Swear to God, it's fucking weird. Never before in your recollection has there been such a tumultuous scene. Following your graduation from FOS, while you may have not overseen large-scale battles and composing hundreds and thousands of individuals, you do have experience in cooperative battles involving thousands. I mean, we really do. We did it in the Copperfield Aquarium. We helped assist at the Wall Forest Park. This time, however, from this high ground, you see Kowloon soldiers clad in white uniforms, constructs from Babylonia, peculiar heteral creatures, and vibrant entities and mind data all conveying on the same battlefield. Man, we need a splash art. They are fucking up. I'm not gonna lie. They are missing the ball with some of these splash arts that they have chosen to see that we have yet to not even see yet. They better be fucking good. They better be good if we're not seeing them now. It's akin to a pot of diverse species and ingredients cooked, crushed, and mixed together. What a chaos. It will get even more chaotic. Vither on the only a shadow now says his usual arrogant tone. Ultimately, the problem lives or lies with Huashu. On the other side, it's Asimov when you manage to contact with the aid of reinforcements and the engineering forces who are still trying to dig in. Who else is here? I think It's just my Wi-Fi making stream delay. Oh, okay, okay. We all know that the soldiers and constructs probably be having that drip. They really do. The Kowloon people be putting that on. It's interesting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is Xavier doing here? Now, this is interesting that he's here. I don't think we've ever made contact with him before. What does that say, Selena? Coca? Did it say Coca? Anyhow, welcome, hello, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you maybe are. Hope you're having a good one so far. We are streaming early today, so the 3 minds of 3 factions. Oh yeah, it's big brain time. Now this is interesting that he is here. What's also interesting too is that we've got 3 scientists from, like you said, from the 3 biggest factions here. Church of Machina on the right, in the middle is Kowloon, on the left is Babylonia. Now I've got to get the robot voice here too. I think it's just... On the opposite end of the table is an unfamiliar figure that abruptly established a connection with you 15 minutes ago. This mechanoid named Xavier also claimed to be a friend of Han Ying's. Okay, well, he just kind of barged in when he did. Interesting. Upon discovering that Han Ying has been harmed by another mechanoid, he immediately transmitted a blueprint program with Kowloon and general code to the Ushi crew members present for treating the comatose Han Ying. Okay, she's not dead, she's just comatose.
Schultz. He betrayed his own kind.
Schultz he's referring to is a mechanoid who backstabbed Han Ying and attempted a suicide attack. However, since 10 minutes ago, the conversation between these 3 so far has surpassed your understanding. I was gonna say, I'm sure we smart, but we ain't like smart like that like them, so it's probably going over our heads right now. Rocking that code in there. Yeah, he putting it on right now. Hwashu's memory address is classified. Don't you see the situation right now? I've mentioned it before, but Babylonian Parliament is now certain that Hwashu and Chu still exist. They will never let Hwashu, which can rival Gasol, fall into the hands of the punishing virus. Even if Gasol objects to deploying the Longne's arsenal, the Parliament holds the power to override Gasol and authorize its use to physically obliterate Kowloon. You have no right to decide for Hwashu. I'm not sure if you really have the guts to authorize the use of the Longne's arsenal and decimate Kowloon, but if you do so, you won't be able to withstand the wrath of those who are still living in Kowloon. Tisk, especially the wrath of that person.
Can you think of only one thing at a time? It seems that you can't multitask in your thinking process. By the way, you've never tried chatting with thousands of friends simultaneously.
What? President Hazen and I can only delay them as much as we can, but truth be told, the recent teams deployed have already brought down the domain nodes under the Parliament's command. This is humanity, destroying others out of fear. It's ugly as ever.
I mean, there is a possibility that you talking about this now won't make things any better. Hey, Zero, why are you running off from me?
So, what exactly are you trying to say, Mechanoid? These little Einsteins.
The way the Polaris Bound corrupts data is different from how external data is injected, so it requires a different approach to handle.
Over 80% of this place is made up of electronic components. Core unit of Hwashu data is a logical circuit so that the control room of Tabula Akasha.
Bingo, essentially you are inside a gigantic mechanoid brain. So the first thing you need to do is get rid of all the Polaris Bounds inside this mechanoid brain.
Which means pedal creatures are likely parasites invading the brain. They must be dealt with by force. But what about the punishing virus that has corrupted the circuit's components? We know how to handle the virus in construct circuits, but what about the ones in circuits and databases? Are you really from the Science Council? Villar's provocation instantly rounds up Asimov, who usually always remains composed. Of course, this could also be due to Asimov's lack of sleep in the past few days. I was gonna say, don't piss off Asimov. Like, we know he's very composed. We have no clue what he's like when he's pissed. Are you? I used to be. In fact, when I worked in the Science Council, you probably weren't even born yet. You.
Hey now. Did these two humans have some kind of history?
Xavier abruptly initiates a private chat with you, or a chat window with you, asking secretly.
I'm not sure. Maybe it's sort of professional rivalry?
Handling the punishing viruses, circuits, and data systems shouldn't be thorough external forces. It must rely on machinery and data itself.
On a macro level, there are generally two ways to remove the punishing virus from pure regular devices and data systems. The first is what you do with constructs, using the input device in that mind that you connect with compatible humans in mind.
How do you know all these details?
Oh, well, I just did my homework. Don't touch up on that cable. A bit higher up. Anyway, the second method is, what mechanoids do. In other words, let mechanoids consciousness and cleaning programs remove the punishing virus themselves.
Angry Asimov can't hurt you. He doesn't exist yet. Only tired Asimov. Mechanoid consciousness. Machines could do all this themselves. Of course I know that. Asimov stares vigilantly at Xavier's pixelated face across the table. Naturally, Asimov is aware that there are mechanoids capable of resisting the punishing virus to a certain degree, and that based on a file given by him earlier. Xavier is likely one of them. And the principle is, you mentioned how constructs resist the punishing virus, but what about the principle of mechanoid circuits fighting off the virus?
Well, it showed me, something similar.
Clearly, this mechanoid named Xavier is hiding something. Are you sure about this?
Yes.
Let's do it then. What? How could you blindly place your trust in a stranger mechanoid like that? Between humans and machines, I prefer to trust the latter. Besides, I should know machines better than you, especially this one. Filler sneers. If we want the consciousness within that machine and mechanoid head to remove the punishing virus, we still need Huashu. Hold on. If we suddenly reboot Huashu, the punishing virus and the evasive signal will immediately seize control of the entire Tabula Akasha database once Huashu's defenses are down. No. Restarting Huashu is the process, and it's not an instant action. Due to the different time flow within the Tabula Akasha data space compared to your outside world, manually rebooting Huashu from the inside will take me 74 hours, which translates to 5 minutes and 7 seconds for you.
That's why I asked for the memory address. We need to praise the code of the invader from Huashu's memory data.
Asimov lets out a deep sigh. I'll do it. Your soul has also been suffering from invasive attacks recently. I can handle some network environment processing and paraphrasing.
Cool, thank you.
Wait a second. Everything we just discussed is based on the assumption that Tabula Akasha is a mechanoid brain. But where do these consciousness and cleaning programs come from that will actually do the job? Can't you see them? Those things wandering between life and death outside. The souls freed from the pathetic human shells. Aren't they all consciousness? But aren't those all human consciousness? Are you really Chief of Technician of the Science Council? Do you still consider the dead to be human? Although it is truth, your way of thinking is too inhumane. It's making me feel sick. You think I don't despise my former human identity? But right now, I no longer belong to the human race. I'm just one of the dead.
So, are we all good now? Shall we get started?
Wait a moment.
They're like, wait a minute. I like how we talk at the last minute as soon as we're getting ready to talk, and we be like, wait a minute, something ain't adding up here. The grind doesn't end for them. Yes, it does not end for either Asimov or or Grey Raven. Okay, here we go. The three scientists gaze puzzled glances at you.
Once Washu is rebooted, this place will be in complete chaos for a full 5 minutes.
5 minutes and 7 seconds. All right, Villa, thank you.
What about you?
She already left the place where I am. She should be in the corrupted sectors of Tabula Kasha now. I can't reach her.
Is Chu the cleaning program you mentioned?
Seems you're not that stupid. Okay, well, we're just guessing here.
What are the chances of success?
If you're asking about the probability of successfully rebooting Huashu, it's 100%. That's confident, huh? My teacher, let's just say that created Kasalt, and I created Huashu. It's that simple.
Okay, then what's next? What are the chances of survival for everyone in Tabula Akasha?
If successful, Huashu will use the Gasartalized Consciousness Cluster in Tabula Akasha to clear out the punishing virus. The survival probability of your people is 50%, as it solely depends on whether Huashu can be rebooted.
Someone made the same promise when they rebooted Lightwall last time.
You don't trust me?
I can't gamble with the lives of hundreds of thousands.
But do you have any other choice now? Pop and P, Commander Nikolai and President Hazen can't hold off the Parliament forever. But the issue with Huashu must be resolved by any means necessary, so you must retreat.
What about Chu? What will happen to her?
I don't know. Maybe even Chu herself doesn't know. But Huashu knows, and so does the consciousness cluster of Tabula Akasha. This is the only path they've hidden from me. Just like each of us have our own mission to fulfill, and things we must do. I won't justify my actions, nor will I seek forgiveness for them. Do what you must.
Do what you must. Is Chu's consciousness still in Tabula Akasha?
I said it already. She left the lower levels where Huashu and I currently are and went to other corrupted sectors of Tabula Akasha. In all futures Huashu and Gosalt have simulated, there are too many paths you have yet to see, when all the hidden divergence points are waiting before you.
Just go for it. I'll take command of the defense line outside.
Every choice is a gamble anyway. Pack up the data on the firewall before it gets corrupted and send it to me. We'll do it in the sandbox.
Do this initialization and the land expansion to get the exception statement. Suspend, chief find, including Chu.
You need to additionally calculate the access code for the data structure on the dictionary. It is a variable hyperbit topology. Get the handshake packet. Science Council attention. The reboot of Huashu will commence in 3 minutes. Within the currents of data, the three brilliant minds embodying the past, present, and future of this world embark on their journey, methodically dispersing the red fog composed of 0 seconds and 1 second shrouding Huashu. This is their battlefield, but the battlefield that you need is not here. Time waits for no one, but the piece is set. It's time to make the next move. Basically, we need to stall for 5 minutes or everyone dies. Fair enough. Pretty much. Commandant's win rate is 49.9 over 50. Hey, we are the under. All right, we ain't the favorite, but we are the under. All right. 5 minutes and 7 seconds. You're right. 5 minutes and 7 seconds. My fault. With the solemn expression, Hazen studies the file before him, his gaze lowered. Proposal to restart Project Eden, interstellar navigation and colonization. Per the Science Council's finding, the present Eden 2 interstellar colonization vessel possesses the complete capability to utilize cold nuclear fusion for propulsion and life support, eliminating the need for zero-point energy engines. Fuck, Liz is making his move. Therefore, I petition the parliamentary resolution to restart Project Eden, enabling our Babylonian to voyage to the stars where it rightfully belongs. I recall that during the Golden Age, your father worked as an engineer at the World Astronomical Study Assembly. I know this holds a special place in your heart. However, Councilor List. Hazen closes the document in his hand. I can't help you present this proposal to the Parliament. Why? You've already raised a similar proposal before.
The two proposals are not the same. But I hope you understand that our vision is to reclaim Earth. Eden 2 was indeed originally constructed for that purpose, but now it is not appropriate time to set sail. If the Forsaken Mistress were to be moved within striking distance of Babylonia tomorrow, would you let it set sail? That depends on the situation. If the descendants were to choose to destroy Assault in Babylonia tomorrow, would you still let it set sail? Such things can't be assumed. So the answer remains no, Council List. I still believe that now is not the right time to revisit this proposal. Please go back. We still have our soldiers currently fighting on the surface. Would I?
Zut says no more, rises with a cold sneer and exits the room.
Earth is our cradle, but humanity cannot live in that cradle forever.
Okay, now that that one's over, we are finally on Silent Night. The organizer, Chu. Here we go. I need to get a water after this too. In the course of history, the past dominates the present. While in the writing of history, the present dominates the past. Qian Shuzong. Wait, Kui? So it's Chu, Qian, Chan, Shangsu. Hello. A voice hovers in midair above her head. When she wakes up again, Chu finds herself sitting in an armchair as if she had just drifted off while reading and taking a brief nap. Well, I'm gonna go to lunch. I'll see y'all again tomorrow, or I'll see y'all another time. Much love as always. Hey, Anakin, it's always good seeing you. You have fun on your lunch, eat some good food, and we'll see you around, alright? Take care, be safe. Like I said, all love. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on. Surrounding her endless rows of bookshelves with dense archives and large metal cabinets with rotary handles lining up to the distance, fine dust dancing between steel and wood. These shelves hold bamboo slips, stone tablets, papyrus scrolls, thread-bound books, clippings, and file folders imprinted with large red seals alongside yellow wood fire paper fastened together with paper clips. On the lie titty back text is printed, inscribed in Latin, Chinese, Arabic, Cyrillic, Hebrew, and various other languages. Hello. Thank you for using Tabula Akasha. I'm Hua Shu, and I will assist you in completing the mind data upload. Why am I here? This is the pre-login relay space for Tabula Akasha. Chu, identification number 5784221930. You have been confirmed dead and are thus permitted to join Project Tabula Akasha. Chu closes the book in her hands, examining her fingers in the dim light of the library. Am I dead? According to the mind data upload protocol of Tabula Akasha, confirmation of the deceased status is necessary to transfer one consciousness to Tabula Akasha's human mind data repository. I will assist you in completing the full mind data upload. Suddenly, the rows of bookshelves around Chu interlock and fold like integrant joinery? I think that's how you say it. Suddenly unfolding into an endless span of books. In the shifting shadows of the library, she discerns another Chu is not far from her. Oh, not far from her, also seated in an armchair, appealing to have been just awakened by Hua Shu, a book still open in her hands. Further ahead is another Chu, also seated in an armchair, yet to be awakened in her sleep. And further ahead, there is another one. Countless Chus stretched before her, like an unfurling scroll, a painting on a desk is spanning in every direction, lying flat, cascading downward, or flowing back upward. In these paintings, Chu is infinitely fractured and intertwined into endlessly intricate, introspective shapes. These paintings unfurl and twist instantly? Goddamn. Creating numerous threads that then interlace into identical artworks. Birth records, growth records, life events, work history, resume. Accompanied by Hua Shu's voice, towering high-density shelves emerge from those paintings, lighting up before Chu, like majestic mountains. Are these all histories related to me? Yes. To be precise, this is your history. Based on the historical records documented in Kowloon Data Center, Tabula Akasha can reconstruct your entire life. You can choose to be uploaded into the Tabula Akasha database and review these historical records without any constraints. After that, these historical records will become part of your virtual consciousness. Entering Tabula Akasha along with your consciousness, you will arrive in a new world and continue to live on. A new world. Chu casually retrieves a craft paper dossier from the high-density bookshelf before her. It is a silver wax seal imprinted with a red stamp of Cal Long Third People's Hospital. Cal Long's Third People Hospital. Without a tool at hand to cut open the paper bag, Chu has to tear along the wax seal to open it, taking out the only piece of paper inside. A birth certificate. Even during the highly digitalized golden age, people still maintained the habit of storing crucial documents and records on paper. Time, people, place, cause, process, and result. This piece of paper is her origin. Her eyes scan line by line, recalling the memory of her birth that a human could not retain from a physiological standpoint. She was born in a public hospital in Kowloon on the 13th floor of the obstetrics department with the birth number 01323. Not only her, but her elder brother and younger brother were also born in this public hospital. Whatever it is the Kowloon hospital and they are Kowloon people. Father. She caresses the two names on the greenish birth certificate, but as her fingers brush one of the names, an image jolts in her mind like an electric shock. Suddenly, the bookshelf topples over, unveiling an operating table.
This won't do. Her heart rate remains suboptimal. Director, the fetal heart rate has dropped as well. Prioritize saving the mother. Administrator atropine and dopamine. Push more. The medical bleeding won't stop. The blood was pushed and immediately flows out again. What about the child? Dr. Shi, I'll try to keep the mother stable. The child's life is in your hands.
Viller. Will these things also be recorded in Tabula Akasha? Every piece of information that should be recorded in the individual history will be included in Tabula Akasha. Blocked by the frantic medics surrounding the operating table, Chu is unable to catch a glimpse of the person lying upon it, or her face. She can only witness the drops of red blood falling from the now dark, startled drape on the ground. She should not know what exactly happened on the operation table that day. It was only years later when she looked through the sealed files of the medics that she discovered how her never-seen mother had been engulfed by family conspiracies. Oof. Regardless of status, regardless of confidentiality, there is only one thing that I would like for you to acknowledge. Every consciousness that can be uploaded in Tabula Akasha has been declared dead. If you are ready, the reconstruction for the data upload can commence at any time. Chu clenches her fist, returning the birth certificate to the bookshelf beside her. The operating table, previously revealed not that far away, also fades back into the infinite bookshelf. Killer Memer, I'm sorry, what did you just say? You're a first time chatter and that's the first thing you say? That's crazy. That's crazy. But welcome. Hope you're having a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a good one. Here we go. Let's get started. Chu reaches out and pushes aside the heavy bookshelf beside her. I've been ready for a long time. Okay, alright. Oh, now this is gonna be a fucking long chapter. This is from 15 and we go to 25. So this is gonna be a long chapter. So we're here for the long haul. I think this will probably be our entire stream here, ladies and gentlemen. Sleep Silent Night will be our fucking entire stream. Hey, not gonna lie, if it's Chu, hear me out. Okay. Katasina, hello, welcome. You really didn't miss too much. You pretty much did some of the gist of it up. Basically, it was, we're seeing the ghost now more present. We saw Viller. Viller's telling us we need to save Huashu in order to save Chu. And then, as we were meeting with Viller, we got into a call with Asimov, and then, oh god, what the hell is the robot's name? Forgot the robot's name already. Forgot his name. He also came into play, going into different minds to see how we could do this. And long story short, we have Xavier. Yes, Xavier. long story short, we have 5 minutes. We have to hold out for 5 minutes or we die. And our win rate is 50%. So we're the underdog and we are not the favorite. So we are under. Hopefully we can turn the odds in our favor to being the favorite. And then now we are on Chu's little journey to Tabula Akasha. So that's pretty much it. You didn't miss too much. And for Killer Memer, basically we're playing PGR. It's an anime game. It's a novel medium, light novel medium. It's a really fun game. It's really fun. What else have I missed? You know what's better? Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Not better, but still fun. PGR number 1. I am playing Uma Musume. Uma Musume is a really good game. I'm not gonna lie, really good game. But granted, it is still like not even a month out on the global server, so there's still a lot of things to be done. So I'm kind of taking my time with it. I ain't really going too crazy for sure. Came for the music, stayed for the combat, plus peak rating, then maybe came for Lucia. Pause. PGR is not fan servicey. I love it. Uma Musume has more fan service than PGR. That's true. It is about horses, and everyone likes a good horse and a good story. Alright, here we go. Episode 16, Clear and Turbid. PGR is the only game that gave me depression and hope at the same time, over and over. That's barely... Yeah, there's barely any fan service in PGR. That's true, but however, when there is fan service, they go crazy and they go hard. They hit hard and they hit quick when they do the fan service. They may not be there often, but when they do, they come in quick and hard. Pause. Alright, get y'all's head out of the gutter. Okay? Here we go. The bright sunlight struggles to permeate the somewhat chilly archive. The scent of old paper lingers amidst the rows of bookshelves, creating an ancient yet somewhat unpleasant fragrance. I wouldn't trust you after I seen the thumbnail. Yo, Clipper B1 said, now hold on now. You know what? That's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. I wouldn't trust you after I see the thumbnail. I mean, hey, if I ain't gonna judge on what you see and what you don't. I mean, you know what? At the end of the day, that's your opinion, and that's all good. Hey, I respect it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. For some reason, she finds herself addicted to the smell. Just like that, she moves delicately and silently through the sunlight, filtering between the bookshelves. My lady. A civil officer in a cyan robe emerges from amidst the bookshelves, holding a thick stack of books and obstructing her way. In the iconic cyan robe of the Suwani crew, an embroidered animal resembling a lion sights serenely amidst flames. However, the creature is now obscured behind the books he carries, only a small horn peeking out. Why are you here? The Suwani crew members instinctively lowers his voice. What? Yo! Oh! Yo! It's Little Chew! Yo! It's adorable. Ah, dude, she looks cute. I really like the hair attire she's got. And I also like the green dead ends, dude. So cool. It's a nice touch. Wow. Cute Lord. She's even shorter here. Oh, I bet she's dwarf size now. Oh man. All right, here we go. I gotta do like a high pitch Chew voice. Here we go. Am I not allowed here? That's not what I meant. Give her the head pat she deserved. No wonder she's named Chew for the chewness. Straightening up, the Suwani crew members temporarily sets the book on the shelf edge, brushes off the dust on his robe, and kneels before Chew. It's just that the Lord is busy right now. Walan, A deep, gentle male voice echoes through the corridor. Okay, a deep, gentle voice. All right, that means this might be the father here, so I'm gonna have to do that too. Yes. This Wadi crew member's name Wellan. Is it Wellan? Is it Wellan? That's basically what it sounds like. Wellan. It's like one word. Nah, I don't have to do any fancy accent. It's just Wellan. Or is it Waylon? Is it Waylon or Wellan? Donnie, I'll let you be the judge. Instinctively responds, but remains kneeling patiently in front of Chu. Please keep your voice down. The Lord is currently engaged in important matter. Or perhaps you could go hang out with your little brother. It's better not to stay here for too long. I'm looking for a book. What book are you looking for? When Lan. When Lan. Okay, so I was right the first time. When Lan. Okay, I was right the first time. We're gonna go with that then. In a slightly clumsy matter. In a slightly clumsy matter. Oh god, dude. Chu retrieves a book from her small backpack and offers it to Wen Lan. Ah! Annotations on Bamboo Anus, Volume 1. Have you finished reading it? I'm looking for Volume 2. Alright, I'll look it for you. Wen Lan. The voice becomes cleaner this time as a figure appears in the corner of the archive's entrance. Yeah, I'm leaving. Bye. I hope you succeed in your endeavors. Hey, all good. I appreciate you staying. I appreciate for you staying when you did. You didn't have to come by, but you did, and I appreciate that. Very grateful you did. Hey, you left an impression. Say that much. So, hey, you be safe out in this world. I hope you have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. And we'll see you around if you decide to come back. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue on. Oh, Lord Shang. Okay, now that's the father. Good to know, good to know. Q, what's the matter? I'm looking for a book. Is it Schwang? Is it Schwang? Is it... So it's a Z-H. No, it's Zhang. Is it Jang? Is it Jang or Zhang? I think it's Zhang. Jang approaches Q and kneels down. The Suwani crew member, Jang. Okay, so it's Jang. Almost like Jenga, but Jang. Who was previously in front of her, raises naturally and hands a book Chu gave him to Jang with respect. If Chu's dad was a playable character, I'd fold and get him. You finished reading the volume so quickly. Yes. Do you enjoy reading these kinds of books? Yes. A profound sense of destiny stirs within Jang's heart. So, any thoughts? It's different from the figure history book I read. Many of the same events are recorded differently in each book. History written by people, Chu. When involving people, there are often different perspectives on the same event. Huh? Q tilts her head, not understanding the meaning of those words. Ah! Ah, like a dog. Whoop! Like, what? It's alright. You're still young. When you grow older, you'll understand. Wellan, give her the second volume. Take her there later, with Yin. Yes, my lord. Chang raises to his feet and ruffles Chu's hair before leaving the archive. Chu's dark green hair glistens in the sunlight. The hue is so dense that even as it flows from the man who just departed to archive to Chu, it remains unfaded. I swear to God, every character in PGR even has a side character, has the drip. They really do have it on like that. They really do. From west to east, a straight line cuts through Kowloon, indicating the direction of this grand city. From the center to the east, numerous educational institutes fall under Fuchui's jurisdiction. Alongside the primary residence of the Kowloon people, these structures extend far, reaching all the way to the rugged natural harbor outside Zhenlong? Is it? Whoa. Okay, so it's a Z. Oh, Zhenlong, yeah. Zhelan Gate of the Eastern Cliffs. To the west, leading up to the Hexabridge Gate, lies the vibrant commercial hub of the Kowloon. The Hexabridge port situated beyond, linking the Kowloon Chamber of Commerce to the outside world. The small G gestures in my head. Dude, I'm just imagining. At the center of the axis sits the headquarters of the Chamber of Commerce. In this area, ancient Kowloon architecture is meticulously maintained. The old city walls coated in dark lacquer, maintaining intact, even certain antique mechanisms integrated into the building are still operational. While preserving these ancient edifices, I'm butchering that word probably, the chamber has erected numerous modern buildings, forming a distinctive fusion of the traditional and contemporary, a spectacle exclusive to Kowloon. It is here that over 90% of the core departments of the chamber are located. Based on the officials scattered across the area, the Kowloon crew also gathers here, making it the true center. Within the 1,000-meter-high skyscraper that overlooks the entire Kowloon, unceasingly vast are the suns and grubs that circulate in the hands of the Chiwen crew's elites, who hold sway over the economic pulse of the chamber and even other nations of organizations. They never hide their greed and schemes because, with its financial hub, second only to the transatlantic economic community, to fortify the bedrock of Kowloon in the chamber, the resounding click of the grub serves the best reward for the Chiwen crew. Just 100 meters from the skyscraper stands a 50-story bell tower, the most heavily guarded structure in the city. Despite being overshadowed by the skyscraper, the Puwao crew members inside spend day and night safeguarding the vast land of Kowloon. Okay, so the Puwao crew was still here at that time. Okay, interesting. From the snowy plains in the far north and cutting-edge spaceport in the skyscraper, their presence is everywhere Kowloon requires safeguarding, particularly known as how the Puwao crew steadfastly upholds everyday lives of their people. In this mere 8 million square meter area, the Kowloon crew diligently carry out their responsibilities day after day, year after year without faltering. As per ancient Kowloon customs, any location housing significant books must employ water to counter fire, either by constructing a pond or integrating the concept of water into its name, not war. At the heart of the chamber's central hub, situated before Kowloon's central library, lies a small island. This island divides the Grand River streaming from the northwest of Kowloon into two, believed to be the pivotal location of ancient Kowloon millennium ago. From afar, even though the library and administrative center were later erected by the chamber, they embraced the same classical architectural style as the neighboring ancient structures. It showcases a meticulously crafted design, harmonizing with its surroundings. Its steel caponine, towering over nearly 200 meters high, supports the artificial sky with a truss structure that mirrors the live sky outdoors. 3 immense flags of Kowloon Danger casting shadows on the floor main hall, symbolizing Kowloon's past, present, and future. The intricate fusion of dark blue and pale gray bricks, along with the marble arrangement, upholds Kowloon's traditional simplicity and robustness while integrating the contemporary designs befitting the era. Merely standing at the solemn and majestic main halls evokes an intangible sense of reverence. Nevertheless, the designers hired by the chamber's Beaksheets crew were not even locals of the Kowloon, yet they adeptly captured its spirit of the structure, more precisely the essence of Kowloon itself. My ultimate vision is to construct a city that converges with the future. Kowloon possesses ample depth, stride into the future, much like this library, said the young and promising architect. The administrative offices of the chamber are situated within the expensive library. All significant minor matters are determined here at the heart of the Kowloon. The monarch of Kowloon also resides here. This is why the young Chu and her other brother Yin can sit on the portico on the council hall, listening to the deliberations. I'm not gonna lie, I probably could have gone without reading all of that. I get it, they were building Kowloon. I'm gonna be honest, that probably was not needed, but I get why they had it there. Like, if they would have just, after Q picking up the book and we just went to this scene, perfect. We no matter whatsoever. It's like, okay, cool, we here now. But I get why they had to do it. Probably wasn't necessary, but I get why they had to. Zong, there's one more matter. The financial report of the Northern Financial Department of this fiscal year has been finalized. The current outlook is not promising. Go ahead.
The primary concerns are still centered around the satellite's launch center located in the far north. 2 years ago, when the decision was made to construct Tesloft Launch Center in the far north, the Northern Finance Department and Bixi's Northern Public Works Departments put forth a budget of $70.5 billion. Jesus. In accordance with your prior decision, we constructed the launch center to meet the higher standards the project entailed in cooperation with the Fuxi Research Institute and the Science Council. Oh no, Fuxi. Cooperation with the Fuxi Research Institute and their science councils, resulting in highly successful endeavor.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of redundance in this chapter. Yeah, this chapter, they went hard with details and description. It gives many people the feeling of being dragged out. Yes, it does. It does give the feeling of it being dragged out. However, I do know that whatever they're writing, they do have a reason for why it's being written. So it's, as much as I feel like it's mundane and not needed, I know it is needed. And also, chat, notice how the guy, I'm gonna say, I was not gonna bring it up, but we're gonna bring it up now. The one fella who was here, a lady who was here, kind of being a meme. Granted, the name was in the name, meme. Kind of, I could see it kind of ruffled some feathers of some people. I'm glad that we all handled it professionally, gave it what we needed to be, and let him come in, see what he needs to see, come out, all that fun stuff. We all know we're gonna run into those people along the way, and I'm sure we're gonna most definitely run into those people when I get bigger. So one thing I always try to do is not let someone control my emotions, because when you let them control the emotions like that, especially like that type of emotion that they're trying to get out of me or trying to get out, they control you. So if you let them get into you, next thing you know, they're controlling that emotions, you've lost that battle. You fell into where they were wanting to get. So that's why you just hit him with kindness, be respectful. Then once he's gone, and once they're gone, like, all good to go. Here's what I learned. Little swah. I saw what they were doing, but I would not turn it toxic. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure as soon we all knew as soon as you came in, saying what he was saying, we knew what he was trying to get. But we ain't gonna let that here. Hey, we are ironclad. God damn it, we don't let that chink our armor. We don't let that penetrate. We hold stead, hold fast, and we continue moving forward. And not like what I was saying. It's like our mind is the cloud. Our mind is the sky, and the clouds are the emotions. All right. So when that emotion comes, you see that cloud coming. Let it go its course. Let it move its way. And then after that, you're back to clear skies again. So he was trying to rage bait, something along the lines of that. But hey, you know what? We don't let that get to us. We like I said, we ironclad. We are immovable. So must not let it cloud us. Yeah. Hey, but hey, I appreciate everyone being for like I said, being respectful on it. Letting that cloud go by, and hey, look at we chilling now. So and that's something I want to. That's something I try to. That's what I want. That's one of the core foundations I want this channel to be. Is like, hey, we ironclad. We steadfast. We don't let shit get to us, and we continue to move forward, and we're respectful, of course, on top of that. So, I mean, of course, it's kind of disrespectful to jump into someone's stream and start spewing things like that. So it was yeah, of course, it was obvious. Oh yeah, of course. But like I said, I thank you all for being respectful on it, and holding it down, because I know y'all were not gonna let that slide, and y'all know I was not gonna let that slide either. If he said some shit that was gonna end up disrespecting everybody, but you know what? Hey, we were respectful. We let that cloud go by. We chilling now. So again, I just want to say thank you for everyone handling it maturely, and like I said, that's something that I see that I want to that's something I want the core federation to be, is us to be respectful, but don't take the bullshit when it comes up. So Yes. All right. Hey, we all good. Hey, we said our piece. Time to move on. So yeah. Unless it starts getting too much. Yeah. Once it starts getting to a point, it's like, we gotta calm down now. But anyhow, let's continue on.
Please forgive my interrupting. In the Satellite Launch Center project, the budget for our research institute, Cal Long Central University, and the Science Council was under our purview. We have no problems with the budgets and final accounts of the Research Institute and the Cal Long Central University. Yes. After a brief silence at the council hall, the Chi Wen crew member continued speaking. And of course, we have reviewed the Fushui's crew's budget and final accounts, and there are no issues. To get back on track to what the Northern Finance Department and Northern Public Works Department means is that the launch center can be fully operational by the next summer of the latest, ready to undertake launch missions.
It's past us now, so we chill and enjoy the stream. Yes, sir. Hey, we continue on. We continue flowing.
However, the final account presented by the Northern Finance Department amounts to 77 billion.
Now, is this what Cal Long's proposing, or is this what Cal Long has to pay, or is this what they're proposing that we should pay to have, or proposing for people to pay for them to build whatever the fuck they're building?
An override of 6.5 billion, over 10% more. Do you know what the 6.5 billion can equate to? It equates to building 10 more Kua Air-class cargo ships. I have already instructed the Northern Finance Department to conduct an immediate investigation. The money has already been spent. You should have some explanations. Go ahead. Upon receiving the final account for the Northern Finance Department, I immediately made a thorough review. It was noted that the satellite launch center sits at the high altitude. Half of it other than permafrost. Specialized harsh shell machines were used for excavating the underground assembly plant and foundation with extra stones to prevent loosening during spring and winter. During the construction of the launch platform, the Northern Public Works Department determined that the rare earth materials acquired from the Arctic Route Union did not entirely meet their quality requirements. Coincidentally, superior materials sourced for internally were utilized. There were also some unplanned auxiliary facilities. 2 additional cold reactors were constructed near the satellite launch for the emergency purposes, incurring additional expenses for fuel and construction. These scattered items added up to an extra 3.5 billion. What about the remaining amount? However, given the necessity of connectivity between our original Northern Satellite Launch Base and the new launch center, the Northern Finance Department installed an additional surface track for the transportation of rocket components. What kind of surface track would cost 3 billion? But I only know that to meet the requirements of heavy load and operational stability without major assembly of rockets and space shuttles, the surface track had to be custom built. Moreover, what is it? Possibly due to confidentiality considerations, the surface transport track and evacuation work were not contracted to Norman Mining Corp, but were handheld by the contractor under your family's name. Okay. Be mindful of your words. Are you insinuating? Enough. The stern rebukes resonates through the council hall. For a moment, the silence is so profound that a pin drip can be heard.
That boy got authority. If he's telling everyone to be quiet, next you know you got everything being quiet.
Following a prolonged silence, footsteps draw near the portico where Chu and Yin are seated.
Father.
Upon spotting Zhang at the edge of the portico, the teenage boy promptly rises to her seat. Take Quinn back in.
Yes, Father. What happened today? Will you just let it slide?
What have I taught you, Yin? Answer me.
Do not pursue imperial frame, but to strive for lasting benefit.
Take Chu back. Zhang pats Yin's shoulder, issuing directives with the guard by the door, and then turns back to the council hall.
Let's go, Chu. This is a false accusation. Did you not hear, Father? Do not pursue imperial frame, but strive for lasting benefit. I don't understand.
Holding a book, Annotations of the Bamboo Annals, Volume 2, closes to her chest, Chu jumps down from her seat. Within the portico, the guards labor the draw closed to a tall, ancient wooden gate of the council hall. The Hins, 1,000-year-old, dutifully fulfill their task, gradually shutting the gate in front of Chu and Lin. Until the last moment, Chu clings to the history book against her chest. In her confused gaze, there is only a solitary figure of her father. We're getting a splash art? No, we are not. I'm like, what? Okay. Someone's talking. Oh, I'm assuming these are strangers.
You made this, you wouldn't believe that.
This is mine. Give it back. The trash that made Aunt She's dead. Surely it's the last thing for trash.
My toy. Give it back.
A desperate scream emanates from the yard, followed by the raspy cries of a child. Having lost the focus to continue reading, Chu sets aside a book and pushes open the door. In the yard, two boys are in a scuffle, yet it is not entirely accurate to describe it as two boys fighting. It's more of a boy sitting around six, latching onto the upper body of a teenager about 15, his hands tightly grasping at the older boy's neck. Damn! Maybe it's unforeseen surge of strength during the scuffle. The older boy can't wiggle loose, despite his eyes bloodshot from the lack of oxygen. He still holds the handmade mechanical toy high. The younger boy, clutching the older brother's throat, bellows and roars like a madman.
Give it back! Die!
Attracted by the commotion, Yin rushes to the garden's other side and grabs the boy who has nearly strangled the other.
Die! Give it back!
Chu, get over here and help! Arterius, is that you? Responding to her older brother's directive, Chu dashes to the center of the yard. Uncertain of how to intervene, she grabs her younger brother's sleeves to halt them from actually strangling their cousin to the ground. Oh, it's their cousin! Okay. It takes all their strength, but eventually Yin and Chu succeed in pulling Dai away from subduing him. Their cousin, lying on the ground, is almost unconscious, weeping and trembling from the fear of death. Yet Dai's toy is already broken in half, lying silently on the ancient stone pavement of the garden. Oi, what's going on? Kaya! Tall young man in his 20s rushes to the entrance, hastening to the side of the boy on the ground and assisting him to his feet. My neck, dying. Yan, help. Oh, are you all right?
Are you feeling sick? I'll call a medic.
Kay, who was nearly strangled by Dai, points trembling at Dai's direction. Hey, you guys. After confirming that his little brother is not in mortal peril, Yan, the tall young man, stands before the trio with a somber expression. Okay, hold on now. Chu was not a part of this. She was trying to help. What on earth happened?
He took my stuff first.
So you decided to strangle him because of it?
Called me a liar. Said my stuff was trash.
Dai glares at Kay, who leans against a stone with a lethal expression. Damn. Can anyone prove it?
I can. I heard it. Kay said it himself. He insulted Dai in our family.
Well, never mind. Hey, if it's family like that and he fucking said it, you're getting bitch slapped. Wah! But there's probably no need to strangle. You could have just done a punch and called it a day. Chu peeks out from behind Yin, meeting Yan's fierce gaze without faltering. Yin? Without a word, Yin pulls Chu's sleeve, shooting her and Dai behind him. Okay, so Yin's the other brother. Someone's getting slapped here, I think. You should know what our family has taught us. An eye for an eye. The only outcome matters. Protecting Chu and Dai behind him, Yen steps back, narrowly avoiding the punch aimed at Dai. You asked for this. Two young men in their 20s immediately pounce on each other in the yard. Their brawl far more brutal than that of Dai and Kay. Okay, so Yen is in his 20s at this point, and then Yan, whoever his name is also in his 20s. So we got two young bucks fighting right now. I'm sorry. I don't blame Yen. All right, Yen, if he's gonna protect his family, hey, if we're gonna protect the family, you're gonna throw a punch. You best believe you're gonna get punched back. An old man in a scion robe. Okay, we got it. For the honor of the family, I'm saying. I did tell you that they deep dive into this family. I mean, he needs to protect the little ones. I swear, dude, he gotta protect the little ones. All right, my younger brother and younger sister, they're nearly not that young. They're also, my brother's a young buck, and my sister is also a young deer as well. I'm still gonna protect them. They're still my little brother and sister at the end of the day. I don't give a shit how old they are. I'm still gonna call them little brother and little sister, and I'm still gonna protect them no matter what.
Beneath his terrifying, raspy voice are the subdued pleas of many and the cries of women and children. Yen kneels silently in the hall, pulling open the front of his robe. Chu and Dai stand behind him, and Dai is still clutching the broken mechanical toy. Wen Huan? Is it Wen Huan? Which punishment should be given for harm a clan member? Master Sheen? No, it's XU, Master Shun. Master Shun. According to the retires of 20 Stokes ropes, Shun is merely an old man in his coarse robe, yet he fills the room like a mountain, making it difficult to breathe. Wen Yahun? Okay, Wen Yahun. Okay. Yan came for the first punch, so yeah. Oh, I say once that first punch is thrown, it's all hell's loose.
As the saying goes, brothers may fight within, but they stand united against outsiders. Conflict is inevitable.
With that said, Shun deliberately pauses, gazing at the kneeling Yin and silent Chu and Dai with their heads bowed.
Chu, Dai, and Kei are still young, so they will not be punished. Yan has already received 20 strokes.
Yin, I'm sorry, it's 20 strokes. Does that mean like y'all getting like a whip? Y'all getting belt to ass for 20 strokes? Shun intentionally calls out Yin's name, yet the young man remains kneeling on the ground with his neck straightened. Seeing no response from the three, a barely perceptible hint of fearlessness flickers in Shun's eyes, yet he continues speaking in a slow, deliberate manner.
Let's get this over with then.
That hurts! In the family's private ward, a medic carefully applies pain-relieving and anti-swelling ointment to Yin's back. Oh yeah, they know. Yes, sir, the Asian way. Oh fuck! I mean, oh wow. Hey, I mean, 20 licks is a little much. 20 licks is a little much. But hey, okay, that's interesting. But hey, I who am I to judge on that? That's just how they do it, I guess. Chu stands behind the medic, staring at the bruised and battered wounds on Yin's back. I just came from getting back from snack and I hear 20 strokes. What the? The order brother Yin just got belt to back on 20 licks. That's crazy. Dai sits quietly on another bed nearby, observing the bustling medic still clutching on the broken toy. In this queue, young Master Yin will be honored to attend matters for a period. We have disinfected the area and applied medical ointment. Damn, you gonna get infected because of that? Thank you. Don't even mention it, we're just doing our job. The medic extends a hand and taps on a small canister hanging by the bedside, promptly filling it with pale yellow gas. Several thin tubes connected to the bottom are attached to Yin's back. If young Master Yin experiences pain again, just tap the canister as I did earlier. This is a simple mechanical device with no circuits. It is very safe. I see. Then we'll be off. Definitely not something else. The white medics bow to Chu and then leave the ward carrying various medical equipment. Just as Chu is about to follow the medics out, a group of Yazai crew members, a group of Yazi crew members blocked their path. Miss Chu. Lord Jiang has ordered that Miss Chu, young Master Dai, and young Master Yin must not leave here before midnight. What? Why is that? Show me the order. I want to see it. This is a direct verbal direct from Lord Jiang. As per his request, we are here to ensure your safety. I mean, I don't blame him. Boy got hit, and they go. Woo, I don't blame him. It is then that Chu notices the ward is now surrounded by fully armed Yazi crew members. Is it Yazai? Yazi crew members who arrived when the medics were trending to Yin. I swear, Yazi sounds like a hood name. Yeah, a little bit. But I don't know anything beyond that. While we were stationed here, no one will enter, and for safety reasons, none of you will be allowed to leave. What about Father? If he sent you to protect us, it means there might be danger. Why aren't you protecting my father? Lord Jiang has his own matters to attend to. Please stop asking questions, Miss Chu.
Yazai. So Yazai sounds like a hood name. Yazi does not. Please go back inside. Wait. Chu stubbornly holds onto the doorframe. Please go to our study and bring my book. And bring Dai's toolbox as well. Yes, my lady. The lead Yazi guard nods and immediately turns to the issuing orders of his subordinates. Chu has no choice but to silently return to the ward sitting beside Dai. Time slips from the edge of the setting sun, soon coming deep into the night. 300 years. What? 300 years? Oh, okay, never mind. Whew. 300 years have passed in the history book Chu is reading. And Dai is nearly done fixing the broken toy. Yen, who had been gasping in pain, is now breathing steadily, having fallen into sleep. Pulls out. Okay. The room's lights and medical monitor all go out, leaving only a faint light filtering from the outside. A power outage? This doesn't make sense. Uh-oh. Someone coming in. Q closes the book, leaps off the bedside, and opens the ward door, only to find someone other than the Yazai group standing there. Father? Chu's voice raises, but Zheng quickly crouches to the door, gesturing her for her to be quiet. Father? Dad? Dai, who has been tinkering with the toy, also approaches the door. All right. Don't wake up yet. Don't wake Yen up. Let him sleep a bit. This, you fixed it. Well done. You can go ask the Fushi scholar about it. Maybe you can make it its own. Yes. Go on. Go inside. Zhang hands the toy back to Dai, pats his shoulder, and Dai quickly returns to his bed where he just assembled a toy. Did something happen? It's nothing, Chu. You stay right here. This place is very safe. You never tell us anything! Uh-oh. Uh-oh, she's lashing out now! She's lashing out now, ladies and gentlemen! Do you really want to know, Chu? The flickering candlelight illuminates their faces. It isn't until years later that Chu understands the profound meaning behind her father's expression. Yes. Your brother has done well. It's just that today happened to be the day for this matter. Yen, he was actually taking the blame for me today. He did not let me down. Oh, okay. After today, you'll hear from many people that they dislike your older brother as well as they dislike your dad. Why? You're still too young to understand. When you grow up, you'll know. You said the same thing last time. Because that's the truth, Chu. Such an obscure truth cannot be recorded in history. Despite being correct, they may only become lies of history. Many things we do not know may not be understood, and they will only reveal their significance in the distant future. You must look further ahead, Chu. Zhang shakes the lantern and takes out the candle, shooting the flame with his hands, and he hands it to Chu. A candle? The pilot will be out for a while longer. Use this candle for now. Does this really count as a light? Of course it does. It is a light, and only such a light will be extinguished at such a time. Lord Zhang, the EMP has been confirmed effective. We're ready. What the fuck? EMP? EMP? What are you doing here? I see. Fighting evil with evil is the only way to deal with them. Ah, shit. As Zhang straightened up, the candles in Q's hand flickers, casting his tall, lean shadow outside the door. Do not leave here, Chu. Stay and protect Dai and Yen. No matter what happens outside, you must not leave. Understand? I see. Let's get started. Zhang gestures to the Yazi crew behind him and exits the door without looking back, leaving Chu and the candlelight in her hand behind. This is a piece of history not recorded in the annals of Kowloon. On that day, the entire Kowloon experienced the largest power outage since the Chamber's unification in the Golden Age. Rumors in Kowloon suggest that during the 5 hours from the blackout until power was destroyed the next day, the Yazai crew, unrestricted by the Bayan and Puao crews, purged the entire Kowloon under the Vial of Night. Whoa, this is that? This is that night? Whoa, so you're telling me that the father issued this order? Whoa. Oh, wow. Even the night patrols of the Chaofeng crews went silent that night, holding back their wings. Of course, these are just rumors, and rumors, after all, cannot be recorded in history. Even years later, when the Tsunami crew documented this piece of history, they would, under the instruction of Chu, who would then become the monarch of Kowloon, dutifully erase the pages detailing that day. God damn, that's insane. That was only one fucking episode. That was only episode 16. We still got so much more to go through. Okay, I gotta get me a water really quick, and then we continue on with this story. So I will be right back. Make sure to get your water. Make sure to get some food while you wait. All right. Looking back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, we're gonna let this song play out. This is a good song. We'll let this play out. But I'm trying to figure out what I want for breakfast, chat. Because after the stream, I'm gonna have time to make my breakfast. I don't know if I want to have pancakes again. I had pancakes last night when I got home from the gym. I'm either gonna have pancakes or I'm gonna have eggs and bread. One of the two. I'm not sure which one I want to do yet. If I do the pancakes, they're gonna take a little bit longer to cook. If I do the eggs and bread, it's like simple, quick, like not even 5 minutes. I don't know which one I want to do yet. It'll be interesting on which one I want to do. I don't know. Both sound really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. Both sound really good to eat. I just don't know which one I want. Like I could cook some mean pancakes because I like my pancakes to be thick. All right, I don't like them when they're too thin. My pancakes gotta be thick. All right. I don't know. I'm craving pancakes, but at the same time, I know I want to eat my eggs and bread. I don't know. We'll see. We're going to have to see. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to continue on now. Sure, we're all good here. All right. Okay. Let me pause this because the song's... Well, we'll let this continue going until it's almost over. You like the thin ones? I like the thin ones, but I gotta be in the mood for the thin ones. Like, granted, you can get a lot more out of the thin ones. Like, you can make like a shit ton of pancakes with that one. But I also know for the the thick ones, you can also like you're getting more fluff. But that's what I like. That's the same. It's the same thing with waffles too. Waffles, man, my mom can make some killer waffles. All right, them things are fluffy like a cloud. All right, but anyhow, we're gonna get started now. We're on episode 17, Bright and Dark. Here we go. Ooh. At times, even Chu herself can't distinctively recall that night. But she knows one thing: her chances of seeing her father becoming fewer and fewer. Everything her father said to her on that day is coming true one by one. Yin. He was actually taking the blame for me that day. He did not let me down. After the day, you heard from many people that just like your older brother as well as they did like your father. Since that night, her father has almost never appeared in the clan, and within the clan, it seems that he is increasingly shunned. Even Shun, the clan leader, never mentions his name again. Her older brother, who has always been highly regarded, seldom appears in the chamber's inner courtyard except for necessary clan education. However, she and Dai appear unaffected, despite the clan's going demand for the two siblings to take turns studying in the inner courtyard. Apart from all of that, an indescribable sense of emptiness always lingers in Chu's heart, as if there is something she can never understand but tirelessly yearns for it. Chu, the Suwani crew member, in the Scion robe extends his teaching stick and gently pokes Chu, who is spacing out. I'm sorry. Chu, lost in thought, quickly responds and picks up the access terminal in hand again. Are you tired? You've been spacing out a lot lately. Let's take a 10-minute break. We're making decent progress in the Book of the Lord Shang. When the distinction between public and private is clear, the petty will not envy the virtuous, and unworthy will not be jealous of the merit. That's where we left off. Alright, we'll stop here. We'll resume in class in 10 minutes. Milan, nearly in his 50s, gives a nod to Chu, and he then turns off his own terminal and leans back in the armchair on the other side of the study. Fuck, I gotta say it. God damn it. I'm not gonna lie, there were some words that do make me cringe when I do made them. Like when I was doing the short film for Cradle, or in Philomea's chapter, I'm not gonna lie, I fucking cringed at myself a couple of times when I had to say those words, and then when I had to go back and listen to them, make sure that the audio was good. I ain't gonna lie, I was cringing at some of them because of what I had to say. Yeah, but I gotta say, you know what? We go. Fuck! Begin character. Master. What's the matter? It says here, thus do not break word when promising generous rewards, and make sure to carry out penalties through severe. Without neglecting the distant favoring of close, subjects will not deceive the monarch, and subordinates will not mislead their superiors. Yes, that's the opening of the section. Do you have any questions? Offer generous rewards and establish trust, and implement necessary severe punishments. Include those with distant relations and rewards, and not exempt for those close relations and penalties. Is that how Father does it too? Clip it, y'all. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on, man. Milan, who is reclining in his chair for a brief break, immediately straightens up in alertness. Lord Zhang has already been fair on his rewards and punishments. Does he also not neglect the distant, not favoring the close? Engraven in the books of history. Yeah, engraven in the books of history. Ah, what did you do when you were coming up? Well, I had to say some some cringe words, but you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. It'll be etched in the history books, they say. What exactly happened 2 years ago? Well, I asked Quinyan and Wenjin, who are usually in the inner courtyard, but they refuse to answer me. Chu stares directly into Wenlan's eyes, making it impossible for him to evade. If Wenyan and Wenjin didn't know, I naturally don't know either. Wenyan, Wenjin, Wenhui, Wenhuan are names aligned in order. I'm merely the last among the 4 scholars, undoubtedly not as good as the others. Did I say those right? Did I butcher any of them? You're always around Shun, and you're always with my father. How do you not know anything? Well, it's not really my place to discuss. You must know something. Don't hide it from me. Dectoys, hello, welcome. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, wherever you may be. You did all right, no worries. All right, hey, as long as I did all right. As long as I got a passing grade, that's all that matters. Okay, so I had to make sure my water was not fucking up. What's happening here? What the hell? There we go. Dectoys, hope you're enjoying your day, your morning, good evening. You're right on time. We just started this episode 16. Okay, my water was fucked up. It was a straw. I'm like, why am I not getting as much water as I thought it'd be? Turns out we fixed it. All right. Chu's relentless questioning visibly strains Wenlan. He sighs deeply as if making a decision, then stands and glances out the window cautiously. Language class featuring Donnie. Yeah. Miss Chu, would you be interested in revisiting the library? The library? But you haven't answered my question yet. Let's say that's enough for today's lesson. If you have further questions, I'll be in the library's conference room assisting Lord John. You're welcome to join me there at any time. Wenlan quickly gathers the ancient books and terminal into his bag, gives Chu a respectful bow, and leaves the study hall in a hurry. What is he hiding? You can come find me anytime? Anytime. Does he want to tell me something after all? She follows Wenlan to the entrance of the inner courtyard garden. Wenlan seems almost to be fleeing, quickly boarding the chamber's executive transit line. If it needs help, I shall provide. I appreciate that. Thank you. I would say y'all have extended your helping hand more times than I can count, and I am very grateful, and I thank you all for that. Chu doesn't hesitate and board the next car. Within minutes, she reaches the exclusive underground passage of the Central Library's inner courtyard, taking an elevator directly to the council's chamber library from front hall. Azerta, hello! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. I hope you're enjoying your Tuesday. My day's going good. I hope yours is going as well. We're here early. Like, you're here early. Or we streamed early. Sorry, I take that back. We streamed early. So you're kind of at the, I wouldn't say, you're kind of like the halfway point going into the end of the stream, but you're not missing much. So you're chilling. Thanks. Good to know everything's all right. Oh, hey, of course. But yeah, we streamed a little bit early today, just because I gotta help my family out. Here in about an hour and a half ish. So you're not missing much though. We're making headway on where we gotta go. As long as I can see the end of this chapter, it will be good. Oh, don't worry. We'll be on this chapter damn near all week. We still got Thursday stream and then Saturday stream, and I know we still gonna be on chapter 28 by the time we get to Saturday. So I'm hoping by the time we get to Saturday, we are in really good position to try to get it done that day. We'll see. Chapter 28.50. Oh yeah, dude. We'll be on this chapter for a while. I'm gonna try to. I at least want to try to get it done. Latest 2 weeks. All right, 2 weeks. We've already done for first week. If we get it done this week, we'll be really, really good position. We're gonna see. All right. She walks again through the rows of bookshelves. Ooh, excuse me. In the smaller council room where her father usually works. Council room, though smaller than the main council hall, is still grander and more ornate than a regular study, filled with shelves and data panels and a desk at the forefront cluttered with documents. Contrary to the common belief among Kanlong's residents, this is where the monarch of Kanlong spends his quieter days. Jang looks up at his documents and hears the door open. Why are you here?
I'm here to see Master. Mulan. I believe Scholar Suwani mentioned his name here as a meeting. You may come in.
Oh god, his voice is getting butchered by me right now. Probably we'll be able to get to this chapter. Probably we'll be able to get this chapter done by Saturday. We're gonna try. I'm sorry for being late. I just woke up, fell out of bed, and woke up from the dream. Well, I'm glad you're okay from falling off the bed. Well, I hope you are okay from falling off the bed. If you are, I'm glad you're okay. You're all good. You're not late. You're chilling. Jang sets down his pen and gestures for Chu, who lingers hesitantly at the door, to come closer. Is it just you here, Father?
Yes, it is. Do you need something?
There's something I need to ask you.
I have some time now. Ask away. I may not have one this breadth of knowledge, but I'll do my best.
What exactly happened 2 years ago? Why are the other family members, including Shun, avoiding you? Jan's expression changed subtly, a mix of surprise and concern.
Is that what you want to know, my daughter?
I came across a passage that said, rewards and punishment must be credible, severe punishments must be guaranteed, do not neglect those who disdain, and do not favor those who grow close. What does it mean for us? Schwinn! Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. I hope you're having a good one. And welcome to the stream again. I think I haven't seen you in like a week. So, hope you're doing good though. Thanks. Hey, of course. Of course. Jang looks silently at Chu, seemingly lost in thought. His eyes are filled with love and a hint of guilt.
Walk with me, Chu. It's been a while since our last casual walk together, hasn't it?
Yeah, I haven't really seen you around lately. Jang sits up from the worn-out chair that seems barely fit for the monarch of Kowloon, takes Chu's hands and offers a gentle smile.
Let's take a walk in the main hall. Forget about work and duties for a bit.
Hold on, was she crying? Hold up. Ah, fuck, I can't go back. It only takes a few minutes to walk from the library's administrative side hall to the main hall of the collection. Although both are in the same building, they present completely different scenes. In contrast to the sparsely populated side hall, the main hall is bustling with tourists and Kowloon students engaged in reading and observing, serving both as a library and museum. Yeah, just kind of here chilling, waiting for my job call around early August anyways. Oh, hey! All good. I hope the job's treating you well. I hope you're, if you are job hunting, hope that's going well as well. Jang and Chu, followed by the two Yazai guards, a few meters behind, are walking in the archival corridor on the top floor of the main hall. The area is not open to the public as it leads directly to the chamber's administrative zone. For this corridor, they can overlook the entire library. She does have something that looked like tears in her eyes, but not sure. I was gonna say now y'all know I'm a very guru of attention to detail. So I saw that last second. I'm like, whoa. The father and daughter stop in the front of the railing. Another Yazai guard approaches from the corridor behind them and whispers a few words to the two guards following Jang, and they step aside, standing by with their hands down. Jang noticed, but this says nothing, said, pointing out to the crowd below Chu.
Look at all those people down there. They're not just Kowloon residents. We've got visitors from all over, not just locals.
Okay, now this is. I'm gonna tell you what I noticed. I noticed like there was glistening right here on the eyes. So that's what made me wonder. Like, well, hold on, don't tell me she's crying now. That's what caught me off guard because I noticed that there was like a shining thing coming off the eyes. I didn't know what the hell it was though. Is this huge pass or something? Haven't got to this chapter. Oh, well, you there's a lot you missed then if this is your first time seeing this chapter. This is choose. We're at the stage of the chapter, of the main chapter, that we're learning about Chu's chapter and her family. I don't want to spoil if you want to read this yourself. Just know you're in for goddamn almost. Oh god, when did we start? Tuesday of last week. 3 hours, 7 hours. Expect at least almost 30 hours of reading. Because this is the biggest library in the world, right? What? Damn, that's crazy. The biggest library in the world. It's like the fucking One Piece of Jahara, I think.
Exactly. And that's something to be proud of. But you should also know I wasn't the one who built this library.
Oh, what are you making me say? God damn it, the writing's good, but what the fuck? Oh, man. Nah, I'm chill with spoilers. Planning to skip the story and read it in the web anyways. Oh, you're chilling. You're missing a lot, basically. Basically, we're learning about Chu's story after she got quote-unquote hit by a family member. It is what it is. Yup, it is what it is. All right, here we go. Let me get in character. Huh? Eh? But aren't you the one who decided to build it, Father?
Before the chamber became what it is today, our family, our ancestors, every monarch of Kowloon before me, they all collected these books, these artifacts. They gathered this knowledge. Dynasties change, but great eras can be documented. The weight of knowledge and history behind every generation of Kowloon's leaders along with our people. All I did was create a vessel for it. The monarch of Kowloon is a bit like a vessel too.
A vessel?
Yes, just like this library, which is a vessel containing all kinds of knowledge from the vast world. The monarch of Kowloon must bear the will of Kowloon and its people, serving as their vessel.
Now we see where Chu got her mentality and her demeanor from. She got it from her father.
Have you ever seen this library empty?
No. Doesn't it close at night?
No, it doesn't.
Let's go.
I've ordered it to be open 24/7. Because books and knowledge are meaningless without people to engage them.
I understand. You're saying it's the people that matter.
Exactly, my daughter.
Jang smiles and gently pats Chu's head. But, Father, does that incident relate to this library?
Sure. I'll put it this way. Imagine a bottle filled with stones. If you pour water into it, how much can it hold?
It depends on the gaps between the stones, but generally not much.
Undoubtedly, it can hold less water than a bottle without stones. That night, I cleared the stones. A bottle of water should only hold water, right?
Oh, that's a really good way to put it. That's actually a really good way to put it. Ooh, that's a really good way to put it for what really happened. Father, I don't get what you mean. Jang notices the Yazai guards who have been standing not far away now gone. He checks the time and crouches down beside his daughter. Yeah, they do be cooking with. They really do. They really do be cooking with the writing, and they do like to put everyone as a poet for some reason. They like to think they're Shakespeare.
Never mind, Q. I will take care of everything. I'm glad you were here with me today.
Jang kneels beside Chu, embracing her. Father,
I have to go now. There's an important meeting I must attend, and someone might come looking for you here. Just wait right here for that person, Chu. Feel free to speak your mind. It's okay. Just remember one thing, Chu. Your mother and I, We've always loved you.
Oh no! The hollow pupils. Damn it! Oh no! It's based on Chinese culture, so yeah, old Chinese literature and are goated. They are, dude. Ah.
And I'm sorry I let you down.
Love? I understand, Father. He releases the hug, gives Chu's shoulders a reassuring squeeze, and walks back the way they came, his figure gradually fading into the dim corner. Okay, now, chat, when I become a father, and I can't wait to be a father, respectfully, of course, I can't wait to be a father, right? Now, I've done battle that shit back and forth before. I still do have that battle to this day. But I can't wait to be a father. I really can't. Like, I want to be a girl dad. I'm not gonna lie. I want to be a girl dad because I know, and my childhood friend, he's gonna be a father here soon. Man, I can't wait to be a father. I can't wait. I don't know if that'll be that. I can't imagine what that's gonna be like. And I've asked my mom this before. You know, what's it like being a parent and all that? It's gonna be crazy. House husband now. House husband. Oh man. I mean, if I make this work, I guess I will be. Nah, but I can't wait to be a father. I can't wait to be either way. If I have a boy or a girl, like I'm gonna be grateful either way. I even got names. I've already thought about names for the girl, names for the boy. Now I do know that the wife gonna probably have the final say, but I'm gonna damn well make sure the name gets suggested that I want. But I'm in no rush to have a child either. On top of that, I'm still a very, very young buck, still trying to grow his antlers, still trying to grow the garden that I'm wanting to grow. So I ain't looking like that for real. But I do know when the day comes, I'll be ready. I'll be happy to be a father. But right now, I am not looking. I'm not looking for it. I'm not forcing it either. Like I said, I'm a young buck still trying to grow his antlers. At the same time, a wheelchair slowly emerges from the shadows. Oh boy. Ah!
Joe.
Lord Shun. In fact, Shun holds no official position in the chamber and doesn't participate in actual decision making. Time will come. It will. Hey, all in God's timing. I'm in no rush. But this old man who rendered great service during the chamber's unification wars manages the entire family. Therefore, even Zhang must respectfully address him as Lord according to the family etiquette. He rarely makes public appearances, having stayed secluded in Kowlong's inner quarters, and ever since he took over the family's affair. In a way, he forged Kowlong with iron and fire. Without him, Kowlong could never achieve unification and conquest. Behind every facade, there's always someone managing the core.
How's your studying going?
We've reached the Zebu section. Is that how you say it, Zebu?
Excellent, you're such a quick learner. These lessons, including the ones about history, they might seem tedious to you, but they are fundamental. As the old saying goes, a 9-story tower began with a mound of dirt. If the foundation is unstable, it will eventually collapse. What we in Kowlong have always emphasized is a stable, rock-solid foundation.
Understood.
Tell me, what do you see in those people?
Shun extends a withered hand from under the blanket, pointing towards Jiang and Chu just observed. In Kowlong's hardest time, this hand punished those who succumbed to the decay of the selfishness and pulled Kowlong out of the quagmire of war, completing the unification of the chamber. War, scars, and glory are etched into this aged hand. They are visitors to the library.
That's all.
The family, the history, and the advances of retreats of the many people are all in this hand.
Didn't Jiang teach you to look deeper? What else do you seek?
Among those seeking knowledge and those admiring the scenery, among those who relish the quiet and those who immerse themselves in it.
Among countless people amidst these classics that bridge the ancient and the modern, heavens and the earth, amid an endless ocean of knowledge, a vast treasure trove. I saw she's here too. What did she see? Are they just visitors touring the library? Is the library just a simple library? A vessel. Water needs a bottle. Books need a library. Knowledge needs a mind to record it. Money needs a bank to flow. And the people, they need someone to guide them. Good. Is it really a vessel? A voice seems to etch and choose hard, questioning her, causing her heart to skip a beat. But is it the only answer? Wow, Jesus. But it is the only answer she could come up with. Remember, Chu, the essence of any structure lies in its foundation. The choice in stone sets the stage for an edifice that rises from it. Kowloon is what it because it is. Blah 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 blah. Kowloon is what it is because of the foundation, and only on that foundation can Kowloon Tower stand. If you start dismantling the foundation you've once reached to the top of the tower, Shun slowly withdraws his hand, and his eyes fixed intently on the horizon as if that war shouldn't exist is igniting in the distance. You'll lose everything. I guess you're still playing? Well, I mean, yeah, why wouldn't I still be playing? This is the game that I stream. This is the game that I enjoy. I love playing it. This is one of the games that got me into where I am now. So hey, I'm gonna play what I enjoy. Shwin, anyways, I gotta go. See you later. Hey, Shwin, always good to have you when you stop by. Very grateful you're here. Very grateful that you always stop by, say hi. You don't have to. I know time is the most precious currency that we have in this world. So, hope you stay safe. Hope you have a good night, good evening, good morning, wherever you may be. We'll see you around. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to continue on. Oh, no, sorry. I meant to say you're still streaming. Oh, you're chilling. Yeah. I usually stream for about 3 hours. Saturdays is always longer than usual, depending on how far we are into the story. But yeah, I usually this is early time streaming for me. I usually don't stream till like 6, but I streamed 4 this morning because I got some family stuff I gotta take care of. Meanwhile, this is a long chapter, that's why we hope for longer. We're gonna see Saturday. Saturday, depending on how far we are, we might get it done. We might get it done in one go. Also checked last stream. Wow, 7 hours. Yeah, 7 hours was 7 hours was a little doozy, but hey, we needed to get it done because we needed to get in good position. Otherwise, we would be in this chapter for probably 3 weeks, almost a month, if I didn't do that 7 hours. So we're gonna see. But I think depending on where we are Saturday, we might be able to get it done in one go. And I don't think I have anything going on that day either, so we might be able to go longer. We're gonna have to see. It's still very early in the week. Here we go, though. In the last council hall, big enough to the house of an airplane, an antique conference table stands at the center. Originally, this is where the Kowloon crew and the monarch of Kowloon would sit for discussions. This is a long table. This long table is equipped with numerous data components and terminal systems for their use at any time. 12-hour stream, trust. Ugh. I mean, we probably could, but we could probably do a 12-hour stream, but I also don't want to keep up that much amount of your guys' time on top of that, because that is a lot of time that you would have to dedicate. Now, granted, you guys can come in and out, but still. Today, however, it simply reverts to its foundational role. For now, in this hall, there is no monarch of Kowloon, no Kowloon crew, only 2 people conversing in the name of humanity. Really? Wow, he's here. Ah, okay. Interesting. Even so, this proposal can only be considered a suggestion. Oh, I see many people going for 6-hour streams. Like going on for 6-hour streams, or many people coming in and out of the streams?
If we're talking many people going for 6-hour streams, I can see it. Now, if you're talking about people coming in and out of the streams, I also see it. The ever so everywhere Dominic. He is everywhere. He's literally everywhere. He's like Cervantes. He's been in every major shit that's happening. Going on for 6-hour streams. Oh, yeah. Yeah. But Dominic reminds me of Cervantes. He's literally been everywhere. The final decision in this initiative rests with Count Long in your judgment. A solitary figure sits in the hall's shadowy embrace, an unsigned, unmarked document before him. On the barren table, it's covered, starkly dated. At its core, this plan is merely an extension of the Human Genome Project, conceived before our descent onto the Great Depression. But this time, we aim to extend our reach to the entire planet, beyond the mere confines of human civilization. Though I don't typically watch many streams, I have plenty of time this summer. Oh, really? Well, I'm very grateful you're here then. Very grateful that you're watching this summer. You know what? I'll be here long term, so we're gonna be y'all better get used to me now. Y'all gonna see me for years to come when I get big. Our goal is to employ artificial intelligence to map the genetics and physical characteristics of 9 million species on Earth, recording and safeguarding this biological data. This task requires much time and effort as interstellar travel, so this remains merely a suggestion. Given that Project Assault is still in its nascent stages, we simply lack the resources to propel this initiative forward at this time. Oh, this is Dominic asking how long to fund his project. Okay, wow.
So, you're talking about lack of funds.
Exactly. In that the Project Orient currently underway primarily focuses on interstellar exploration.
But this is but a small step for mankind.
Should interstellar exploration validate our propulsion and navigational methodologies, interstellar colonization would be our next frontier.
If only it were that simple.
What do you mean?
Order isn't established by incentives alone. Sometimes deterrents are necessary. It's like using both carrots and sticks, right? To achieve world unity and successfully colonize other planets, relying solely on science and technology isn't enough. Behind every facade, there's always someone managing the core. It's time to choose someone for this role.
I am a regular now. Hey, I'm grateful that you guys are a regular. School's getting canceled over where I am, so here I am for as long as I can. Hey, all good. Like I said, I'm very grateful for everyone being here while they can. You know, like I said, you guys do not have to, and you guys still choose to, and I'm very grateful for that. I don't take that for granted at all. Whoever is chosen will need to build from scratch a superstructure capable of uniting humanity, a task not for the faint-hearted. This person needed to handle intense scrutiny and operate effectively behind the scenes. They must also be ready to make significant sacrifices, whether they are moral or physical when required. Do you have anyone in mind?
There is someone from the transatlantic economic community who might fit the bill, but it would depend on his willingness. I'll discuss it with the leaders in the Arctic Grad Union and the transatlantic economic community.
Now this is where he's talking about the one guy, forgot his name, but the one that took Villa under his wing.
This task cannot be accomplished by our generation alone.
The ambitions of the Science Council have always spanned beyond just one generation.
Zhang, out looking over the spiraling expanse of Cao Long, lets out a deep sigh. The task spawns beyond a single generation, but how many generations do we truly have left? Even in Cao Long, mobilizing the full might of the chamber to propel a project that can lead us into tomorrow's fraught with challenges.
Londu, is that his name? Is that the guy I'm talking about?
But you are one capable one. Because the monarch of Cao Long is the one who makes the final judgment. I lead because people trust me to do so. I could easily issue orders without thought for the consequences, but in the end, it's my people who carry them out. So when I act, I consider not just whether I can, but whether I should.
Of course, my political acumen surely pales beside that of Cao Long.
Perhaps you are the scientist, everything seems to be calculable as an equation, solvable by balancing both sides of the equation sign. But humanity defines simple measurements. Truly, unity among humans is a delusion needing Count Long, the Arctic Union, the Transatlantic Economic Community, or anywhere else.
As long as there is inequality, as long as privileges exist,
As long as the people can even earn what they rightfully deserve through their labor and effort, humanity will never achieve true unity. Cold fusion technology has lifted us from the depths of the Great Depression and propelled global productivity to new heights. The peace we now enjoy owes much to that of Science Council, which has illuminated the tangible benefits of these advancements to all to see. However, we must be clear, introducing the cold fusion also means potentially escalating military
capabilities. That is true. I was gonna say, we use it for regular things. Who knows what they're gonna weaponize it on top of that?
Even if we manage to unite the world one day, internal conflicts will persist.
As you pointed out, resolving these issues is a task more than one generation. But I do believe that if our descendants keep at it, they might finally achieve what they've been hoping for.
Yes, they will. Jang presses his hand against the towering glass of the council hall, his voice filled with unwavering determination.
There's another matter I've been hesitant to bring up.
Go ahead.
It appears Kowloon has replaced all of its representatives at the Council of all global bodies recently.
Enough.
Jang's calm tone filled the room with gravity.
That's not a concern for the Science Council.
Understood, but I just wanted to mention that if Kowloon ever needs anything, the Science Council is always ready to help.
Help, you say?
The young man's face flashed through Jang's mind.
It's not that you are helping us. Perhaps one day he and you will help each other.
Then we will address that when necessary. The decision is yours. Anything else we can discuss later?
Just leave the document there. I'll have an answer for you by tomorrow.
Tomorrow? As the last rays of sunset deepened, they catch the resolve of his eyes, bathing Kowloon with a gentle twilight.
Yes, tomorrow. We must be prepared. We must be prepared by nightfall. The sun must rise again tomorrow.
Okay. Alright, episode 18. We're just going straight to it. We just rapid fire. Time is the father of truth in history. When it decides to strip its carpeless child of its swaddling clothes, there's always followers an endless stream of piercing cries. As Chu lifts through these historical swaddles, she stumbles upon a story that would never appear in Kowloon's official records, leading her into uncharted territories. Okay, now this is when she's older. Time marches on, and under their family's guidance, Chu and Dai grow into adulthood. Meanwhile, Jang, never dictated to his duties, shows signs of aging. The people of Kowloon also note this transformation. Under the stewardship of the Kowloon Chamber of Commerce, the city has flourished and gained respect in this era of peace. But the more Chu observes, the less she understands. Jang pats her shoulder, pulling Chu out of deep thought. The father and daughter lean against the railing on the observatory rooftop, and their eyes fix on the distant faint light. Now, we did see this while we were getting ready to go unconscious. And then we did go unconscious. Now, we did see this. I don't know what the fuck it is, but we did see this. Okay, we read that part. This is the heart of the radio telescope array, nestled deep in the mountains, far from the bustling lights of the Kowloon city. Even from the distance, the city's never-ending glow is visible. It's like Las Vegas. Unlike the perpetual motion of the city, that's the city that never sleeps. This place holds the solemn etiquette of the graveyard that leads the stars.
Calling you out this hour. You don't blame me, do you?
No, accompanying father is what I should do.
I feel the years keeping up upon me, Chu. Memories don't seem as sharp as they used to be. But there's one thing I could never forget. It was right here, that when I first met your mother.
Is that so?
Not here at the Maid of Ray, but at the observatory post at Array 57. I remember it vividly. Back then, the astronomical array had just been completed. The Kowloon crew and I came for a visit. We ended up at Array 57. What was that day?
I've never heard you talk about this before.
Yes, well, she left us when you were too young to remember anything. If only she could see what Kowloon has become today.
Are you blaming Dai? I read in the family records that Mother was in danger during his birth.
Why would you think that, Chu? No, I don't blame Dai. He's my child.
just as much as you are. You and Yun are. Time has dulled the sharp edges of his grief, or perhaps the responsibilities of leading Count Long to fill the spaces where pain once resided. Some things simply happen as they do. The feelings cannot be derived from the outcomes. I see. Do I really understand? What kind of feelings is father talking about? Chu, we are father and daughter. Father and daughter? But in my heart, it feels like there's an invisible wall between me and father. Father? Oh, there goes the hollow eyes. That boy done left his soul. Zhang senses the subtle gap too. A faint awkwardness blossoms silently between them. Ooh, we a poet, just blossoming. The title monarch of Count Long is an indelible mark upon him, creating a respectful distance that is hard to bridge. In Chu's heart, the resistance lingers, pushing against the emotions her father tries to share. Chu, do you see that white star? There's a fuck ton of them. You're gonna have to really point out what bright star we're looking at here. He points towards the sky, where the light of distant stars traces path through the fingers, silent rivers flowing through the cosmetic area. Oh, the Milky Way? Oh, North Star. Are you referring to the North Star? Yes, the North Star, or rather, what is now the North Star. The Polaris, the trinary star system. Oh, the Polaris? That's in the main story. That's the title of the main story. Hundreds of years ago, our ancestors used it to navigate vast oceans and explore the world. Chu once read that over 700 years ago, when humanity sought to conquer the seas, the ancestors of Count Long organized massive ocean voyages, their ships vast and sails stretching toward the horizon. Just like how the star once guided their ancestors, it guides them now, bringing them brisk sea breeze from the starry night sky. Thought I had to sneeze, we're good though. Among these stars, only one shines the brightest, yet it stands far too distant from others. That's the 438 light years away. Such a vast distance, isn't it? It burns alone out there, a solitary beacon, so that on Earth we can see it. Shining radiantly from afar, it leads the way for us here on Earth. This chapter is truly our Polaris Bond, our North Star. A poet among. He withdraws his hand, resting it on the railing, the gravity of Earth so tangible pulling against the weight of his thoughts. Lead the way. Father, you mean... Chu. There's a confession I've held close to my heart. One that dates back to dawning days of the guild leading Count Long was never the role I sought. Why? If leadership could be deemed a vocation, it is not the calling of my soul. Instead, I yearn to explore, to venture deep into the galaxy, to leave my name among the stars. The universe is actually small, Chu. The nearest star, Proxima Centauri, is only 4 light years away. Contrast, the world is too vast for us to bridge its gaps. So, that's why you've been pushing for the aerospace city in the far north. And this astronomical array? Far more than that. Jang continues his gaze at the starry sky, forever beyond his reach, and speaks calmly. In this era, there is no competition, no fear. I was just watching videos about this topic this week. Were you really? That's funny. That's funny. That's unironically coincidental. That's funny. That's awesome. Proxima Centauri. Oh, you were literally. That's cool. Hey, that's pretty cool though. That's funny how fate works like that sometimes. Everyone now challenges their hard-won peace and prosperity, shunning the erroneous journeys into the unknown. I've always been fascinated with the stars. I've always been fascinating just looking up at the star. I've just been fascinated with Mother Nature in general. I've always thought it was crazy. One day, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to go to. I would like to see a tornado in its all. Now, granted, hopefully, and pray that it does not hit a city or a town like that for real. But like, I would like to see a tornado one day, just kind of in an open field, just doing its thing. You see it in videos, but I would like to be there in person. To see Mother Nature in its beauty like that. That's one of my bucket list. To see it one day. It's a truly, truly fascinating thing to see when you're looking at it on video, but I would like to get that experience in person. Seeing that thing so fucking high, just spinning, and just being a regular human, like, damn, that's a fucking tall tornado. Here we go. Civilization itself is eroding our potential to reach the stars. So much making decisions isn't easy, and pushing toward requires great courage. It's not just about Aerospace City or this array. I believe artificial intelligence will soon play a critical role in our future. So you approved that project of the Feng Shui Research Institute, didn't you? And much more. Woo, big yawn. Our people, their basic needs of welfare, these are just foundations of Kalong's future. As the ruler of Kalong, I must lay a solid foundation to provide the signpost for our path forward. Because my people choose me to lead. Why, father? In turbulent times, our family took decisive actions to guide Kalong through the unification and conquest, ensuring all that assets in the chamber were secured for the benefit of every citizen. The Kalong crew supports us in implementing our decision, and we are accountable for all of Kalong. While the support is vital, its true dependence, like too many vines on a large tree, can hinder its growth. Ultimately, the essence of Kalong is shaped by not a single individual or small group, but every one of its citizens. Ever since you've chosen me to represent the spirit of Kalong, I must fulfill their expectations. Fulfill their wishes? Jang instinctively reaches out to pat Q's head, but stops. A bitter smile crosses his face. 10 years have passed, and the girl beside him now stands as a pillar of Kalong, rooted deeply in its land. Her eyes reflect the starry sky as cold as the distant Milky Way. Will you fulfill their wishes? Jang's response carries a plea, a subtle entirely landed with deeper unspoken hopes. At that moment, Chu cannot fully grasp the breadth of his aspiration. The man who steers Kalong is also a father with simple, profound desires for his children. I believe Yen, Dan, and I will fulfill the family's mission. Her reply is immediate, resolute. At her words, a fleeting dimming light of light fills Jang's eyes. It is as if time rewinds to the distant afternoon 18 years prior to when a child sitting on the ground picked up an ancient tomb without tears or hesitation. Jang feels more inexorable pull of destiny. To him, Chu is always his beloved daughter, never merely a successor of the Chamber's leadership. He favors her more than his eldest son Yen and his second son Dai, but never neglects his son. He has watched her grow, flourished under excellent tutelage, and enjoy a childhood filled with joy, yet he knows he cannot shield her from the allegations of their lineage. He just wants her to live a life true to her own wishes and heart, and to live peacefully. I think that's every parent. I think every parent wants them to just live peacefully, knowing that they hope that they raise them right, and that they can go on to spread their wings. At least that's what I think. This is his only wish as a father, beyond being the vessel carrying Kalong's myriad aspects. Of course, Q, I believe you all can do it. Jang extends his hand and places a warm screw in Q's hand. This is Kalong's way of forging the backbone of this world. Jang lets out a long sigh. People always have to give up something. To see further, to reach beyond. I'm sorry, Chu. That wish I have for you, Chu. Can never come true. Those stars, they travel light years across the empty, lonely universe just to cast a fleeting glance at Earth. It's just that the weight of the reality and gravity are far too heavy. God damn, this is fucking long. 3 days later. Perhaps this world won't remember, but people will. From the ashes of conflict, we raised the repellent Kanlong, its backbone sturdy enough to shoulder half the world. He envisioned a world free of orphans, famine, poverty, and war. Yet, as he admitted himself, suffering still lingers in the corners of Kowloon. A deep-rooted injustice remains too complex for one person to eradicate. Perhaps he could never achieve the idea of true fairness driven by advanced productivity, nor ensure every Kowloon citizen could truly enjoy the resources they deserve. But at least he tried. Even today, we look around the world, the people of Kowloon are still the closest to that ideal. If laws, regulations, or the arcs of the Solarial Dome, then it is the overflowing hope and the vision for the future that form the keystone holding everything together. And he was the one that set the keystone for the future of Kowloon and the world beyond. He was the most visionary and greatest statesman of our time. Future generations, as they strive toward that ideal, might not remember his name, but they will surely shed tears of gratitude for the world he built. Okay, I'm assuming the father died then. Even in the end, I am unable to leave a brighter future. Oh wait, even in the end, I am unable to leave a brighter future for the world. Kowloon. Sorry. That is the last sentence in his will. Oof. Alright, well. This will probably take us to the end of the stream. So, this will be the final episode. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Of today's stream, at least. So, 19, The Mask. Oh, we're finally getting a fucking splash art after what? 19 episodes? 19 episodes, we finally get a fucking splash art, and it's not even a new one. It's a fucking old one. Man, they are fumbling right now, dude. Fuck. Here we go. She found herself at the center of the vast network, emerging as a solitary leader. She banished her brother who had plotted the rebellion and watched her older brother, indifferent to the politics, depart for the Science Council. But her heart remained untouched. She could only feel some threads passing her by. Threads woven by fear, anger, loneliness, and disgust, intermingled with the strands of hope, nostalgia, love, and joy. These threads, tangled with power, conspiracy, obstructity, and truth, stretched out around her. She stood at the center of this net, feeling every subtle vibration in her palms. With a slight pull, she could expose the politician's scandal online, halt operations in distant drilling sites, or disrupt the resource supply to space stations. Life and death all within her grasp. For how long, she could never see these threads without hesitation, bearing the consequences of her decisions. But she knows that these emotions existed, she never truly understood them. This is where she became the queen, the Ice Queen. And this is where we also shed those walls. The Science Council. Hearing about the visitor, Chu furrows her brows. Whoa, who are you? Wait, oh, Moyan, this is we first met her in the battle before the Battle of Kowloon. We've met her before. It's just been a fat minute since we've seen her, because I do remember the splash art of her, Chu sitting on the bench. I think Moyan's on the right side, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been a minute since we've seen this woman, though. And I do believe she also died. Yes, it seems to be the ethics committee. Hongji, what's going on? The ethics committee, did they come unannounced? There's been no diplomatic notice in Chaofeng. Looks like you were out on the loop as well. My informant of the Science Council mentioned that the ethics committee cut down a large number of scholars conducting illegal experiments earlier this year. Could this visit be related to that incident? It is possible. Should we prepare to respond? If we don't handle this well, it might affect our current corporation. They seem quite focused on these matters now. Oh, Bagui! It's inevitable ever since Jin Huan's passing. Things at the Fushui has been bit of a mess. I see. Chu quickly interrupts Bagui, her expression tightening. Bagui pauses, sensing the shift in Chu's mood, and chooses to remain silent. In the chaos stirred by Yin, those aligned with him in the family faction, including the leaders of the Yazi, Chaofeng, and the Chiwen, were largely removed from their positions by Bian. This left significant leadership voids across the three major Kowloon crew institutions, while many from the Chaofeng and the Yazi were not reinstated. Bao Gui has kept on by Chu. Bao Gui has climbed the ranks of the leadership role within Chiwen and under Shun, and after Jang's death, Chu stripped away her family resident influence across various branches of the chamber. Jesus God damn! I had a rapid fire on the Chinese words. I'm like, fuck, I gotta remember each one as I'm doing it. Her family has always been emphasized confronting challenges directly, therefore Chu is prepared to clear any hurdles in her path, even if it means dealing with her own kin. As Jiang said, the bottle that holds water can only hold water. Chu took this philosophy to heart, albeit in her own way. She recognized that some individuals were too vital to let go, so they kept their roles. How long in the Chamber of Commerce still need Bagui's adeptness in managing its complex financial systems? Not only in Chiwen, it also across the board. Chu held on to many of Chu's picks for the Kowloon crew. Their specialized knowledge was essential for the border security and the managing and constructing the projects. Even though Chu had shifted the family's dynamics, she didn't completely wipe out the remnants of her family's former influence. Sorting out the clear from the murky is never merely about drawing lines. Chu looks at Bao-Gui, who is waiting patiently by the table, and speaks with definitely clarity. They would have been delved into that scandal without Dominique's green light, and Dominique isn't as naive to think that we wouldn't catch on. So the conclusion is obvious. We don't need to intervene. Let them dig as much as they want. They won't cross the line. They might be bloodhounds, but Dominique still holds the leash. Understood. Also, Bao-Gui postpone the Universal Toys Company matter. This issue takes precedence over that deal. Hangji, go to Danhuao and bring out the researcher, and take Danhuao along as well. Prepare the initiatory? Did they say it? We're going to the Science Council. Oh boy. At the Science Council, the main hall is bustling as usual. There's also a palpable tension in the air, like a stone that has been tossed into a calm lake. Oh, did you hear? The leader of Kowloon is coming to the Science Council.
Really? Never heard of it.
Don't know. That student of Dr. Landu in Section 3 is her relative.
It's all these dirty political games, always showing people we're connected to us. Disgusting. And there's someone who barely spent 3 days as the D-level researcher before she was suddenly promoted to deputy director, all thanks to having a powerful mom. Does she even have the capability? She's always fixated on her tiny gains.
Nepotism. I'm not on. I gotta look at that word. I don't know what that word means. What does nepotism mean? Isn't that like a lack of something? Oh, influence favoring the. Oh, okay. Favoriting relatives and families. Yes. Okay. See, there are even words I don't even know. If her mom was the world president of the world government, she would also be getting emperor or something. People are listening, sir. Well, Kowloon does fund us quite a bit, but still, nepotism is unacceptable. Why he even said it himself? Are you talking about someone named Biller? That name doesn't sound like a Kowloon native. Nowadays, giving yourself an exotic name, isn't that strange, right? Aren't you called Kitty Gohan? Oh, stop! Why would you bring up my aliases online? That Biller guy, he's okay. He must have had some real talent, otherwise Mr. Landu wouldn't have been taking him in as a student. Even Dr. Lu Wei, his from our division, speaks highly of him. It's used for business and politics more specifically. Ah, okay. Okay. So then this is a business transaction that's happening then. Oh, look! Over there! Is that him? The young researcher tugs at the sleeves of the person next to him, nodding toward the main hall entrance. Near the main gate stands two figures. One in the dark green outfit, medium height, alongside another wearing the classic white attire of the Science Council. Entering from the opposite side is a woman also dressed in dark green. Nice to meet you. Two pairs of gray, bleak eyes from the same bloodline meet, divided by an impenetrable barrier. An awkward silence spreads between Villa and Chu. Excuse me, may I confirm that if you are the leader of the Kowloon Chamber of Commerce? Chu's cold gaze shifts from Villa to the frail and tired scholar before her. Her expression softens lightly, tempered by the years of command, yet her presence remains undeniably authoritative. Hey, she just got that pole! Yes, I am. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Lu Wei. Lu Wei extends a hand to Q, and she replicates the gesture. Given your unexpected arrival, the chief has sent Villa and myself to receive you. I've already been notified. The chief is about the matter. Counselor is preparing, I presume. Sure. The chief is waiting at the ethics committee office. Villa and I will escort you there. And your role? I apologize for not being able to stay, but our work demands urgency and waits for no one. Understood. Then I'll take my leave. Li Hui shakes Chu's hand once more, pats Villa on the shoulder, and heads for the elevator. Lead the way.
Oh, finally! God damn, we finally got a new splash art. God, that only took 19 episodes, but I'm not gonna lie, this one's not that. This one's kind of mid. What significant importance did this need to be on a splash art for? This did not need to be. This could have just been lead the way, boom, moving to the next scene. Instead, we had to fucking see this. What the fuck is this boo honky? Damn it, bro. God, missed opportunity. Yeah, they are holding on those splash arts. Like, there could have been there's so many other scenes that they could have done a splash art for. They had to do this one though. I don't mind it, but it's kind of mid though. Don't worry, the chapters after this, the splash arts are good. They better be, man. So far, these are lacking. They better be good. All right, here we go. I don't mind it. It's really good. Like, it's really detailed. Like, and I like her. Like, I like this splash art of her. Really, really, really good, solid, nice tomato, but still. Anyways, here we go. Chu suggests, her gaze returning to meet Villers. You're a glaring misfit here. I expect you to act more appropriate here. Are you expecting me to call you Monarch of Kowloon? You are free to choose. This is a science council. Science doesn't bow to politics. Indeed. But it might be easier if you don't rely on Kowloon's funding. She don't hit it with that! Dominic has requested your presence at this joint interrogation. Me? That was the chief technician of the Science Council decision. What a hassle. I've heard that Gassalt's research is complete and ready for application. So what? As I said, you are free to choose. Theories untested, the knowledge unproven are merely empty words. We want more. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, she looked good, but could have been other opportunities. There better be some damn well good ones coming up in these future ones. If this is the only one we get until the very fucking end, I'm gonna be so disappointed. I don't need your promise or expectations. Of course. You can also stay with the Science Council, join the Arctic Route Union, or venture elsewhere. It's your choice. Remember, in Kowloon, you can do whatever you want. Chu's gaze sharpens as if her brother, born of the same blood, is nothing more than a pawn in her game. Yet the look in Villa's eyes betrays a mix of greed and arrogance. You could tell by their faces, like they're smirking at each other, like they fucking going at it with one another. The two remain silent until Villa pushes open the door in the Ethics Committee office, barely muttering 2 words through clenched teeth. We're here. In the nearly vacant conference room, investigators clad in standard uniforms and suits and sworn government officials gather around a vast table, their attention retrieved as Chu enters. Her presence seems to usher in facts of a suffocating silence. Mr. Welcome. At the far end of the room, a figure sits shrouded in shadow. The room's lighting seems seemingly avoiding them deliberately. Members of the Parliament and the Ethics Committee, please head to the inquiry room first. I'd like to have a word alone with the leader of the Kowloon Chamber of Commerce. Oh, excuse me. They have an ethics committee. What is the committee doing? What is the committee doing all this time? Shit, you got me beat. I don't know. Hey, new player here. How to get good memories? Good. Oh, that's chat. I don't know what you mean by good memories. I may be a D1. I may be a D1 player, but I don't. Are you talking about like? Oh wait. Is he talking about the I'm an idiot. I'm a goofy. I know what you mean now. Yes, just either play the game or do simulations, whichever one you prefer. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the game, though. Pernito? Yeah, that's how you say it. Pernito. Hope you're enjoying the game so far. Hope you're just take your time with it. Hope you're enjoying it though, and having fun with it all the same. Anyhow, let's continue on. This command firm and irrefutable sets everyone in motion. They pick up their briefcases stuffed with documents or clutch stacks of their thick terminals, fleeing past the queue and chew in an orderly precision. Also, I hope you're having a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening on top of that too. So, oh, it's Trillard! Wow, I forget he was alive during this time. Nice to meet you, Miss Joe. Neatly dressed man respectfully to Chew as he passes by. Ah, okay, never mind. He ain't even here for that. He's just saying hi. But Chew seems not noticing, letting him walk by without acknowledgement. Soon, only Chew, Viller, and the enigmatic figure who chose to remain unseen are left in the room. Viller, you should leave too. Viller says nothing, only casting a meaningful glance toward the shadowed end of the conference room before turning to leave, quietly closing the door behind him. Viller has always despised history, even during his assessments with Suwani. History is subject and he endured only grudgingly. He might not recall the centuries ago, but the common for groups to be sealed in a room, the door locked until they could deliver a result, could change the world. Because those people often shared a common belief. Extra, extra! Latest news! Cal Long employed in a major inhumane scientific experiment scandal! Is this the distortion of a human nature or collapsing of morality? Why were Cal Long officials completely unaware? Why has the Science Council decided to impose the most severe punishment of exploitation on the perpetrators? Why does the future hold for cooperation between Cal Long and the Council? Find all the answers to today's Pioneer Review! Extra, extra! Ugh. Fucking newspaper boy. It's the electronic tone. Oh, it's an electronic robot. Never mind. The tones of a virtual. Oh, it is a newsboy. I'm goofing. Newsboy echo through the streets. Crowd gather around newspaper vending machines. Even those previously unaware of scandals are now drawn to these hubs of information. Displayed on the screens of these machines, styled like vintage newspapers, is a bold headline that captures the gravity of the situation. Are you gonna show us what it says? Yes, it is. Scandal rocks Cal Long. Inhumane experiments uncovered. Project Orient remains unaffected. On the morning of October 26th, the Ethics Committee of the Science Council, when Chu, a leading figure from the Cal Long Chamber of Commerce, convened on a press conference. They announced the findings of investigation into illegal human experiments conducted within Cal Long over the past few days. They revealed that the Intelligent Research Institute, affiliated with the Fushui Research Institute of Cal Long, was suspected of using live humans for distortion and memory experiments. Now, investigation into legal human experiments conducted within Cal Long. Now, I thought that was first conducted in Babylonia. Now, I could be wrong. That could also be conducting in Cal Long at the same time. Not sure. But interesting that. Oh wait, that was wasn't it the older brother that was conducting this shit too? That was conducting this type of shit. Over the last 5 years, the case involved 57 unregistered human experiments depicting more than 70 individuals. The Science Council stated that the council has always been committed to standardizing the regulating scientific experiments worldwide. They particularly emphasized the importance of viewing science as an integral part of human civilization, a fundamental principle of the future of humanity. Sir Arnold Ziegler, chairman of the Science Council Ethics Committee, also shared some information. He stated that investigation in Cal Long was conducted smoothly with significant support from the local officials. When mentioning the investigation, Sir Arnold said, "We have thoroughly investigated all the materials provided by the Fushui Research Institute headquarters." Carefree Dot would help you. Carefree Dot would most definitely help you, but unfortunately he's not here, and that's alright. We believe this case violates our recognized societal moral consciousness and scientific ethical standards. The main perpetrator conducted numerous unlicensed human life experiments driven solely by the desire to explore the origins of human consciousness. This is something that I think Cal Long has been doing I have a feeling this is what the brother was trying to do. Moreover, the experiment involved some non-consenting participants, which is clearly a criminal offense. Interrogating the involved personnel, the Science Council decided to expel a total of 18 individuals involved as a form of punishment.
It is believed that the expulsion is the most severe punishment that the Science Council can impose on researchers. Those expelled will not be recognized by the Council, will be unable to secure any legal research funding globally, and will not be eligible to apply for any research permits. Now, never mind. I don't think the brother was a part of this. I do think Kukawaka Kurona was a part of this, though. Because seeing as these were... those expelled will not be recognized... Oh, those expelled will not be recognized by the Council. Never mind. Will not be recognized by the Council. Will be able to secure any legal... Now this does make me believe that Kukawaka Kurona wasn't part of this. Fortunately, despite the prolonged duration of this case, it did not cause widespread damage. However, there remains a profoundly rigorous breach of legal ethics standards, serving as a wake-up call for us, said Sir Arnold. Chu, the current leader of the Kowloon Kremlins, restored an apology, saying, "This tragedy indeed stems from the inadequate supervision by Kowloon. I take full responsibility for this failure, and I will personally oversee the follow-up arrangements. We will reopen the Institute after thorough inspections. In the future, Kowloon will enhance the scrutiny of scientific ethics and improve proactive responsibility. We also strengthen our ties with the Science Council to create a win-win situation for the world's top scientific forces," she added. At the end of the press conference, Dr. Weasley Casimir, Deputy Director of the Science Council Development Division Section 1, announced on behalf of the Chief Technician Dominic, who was absent. He announced that the Science Council will maintain a long-term close cooperation with Kowloon. Its partners will not be affected by the recent events. The Science Council and the world government are also considering entrusting Kowloon with the feasibility verification of Project Eden. Okay, that's interesting, because then that means they confirmed it worldwide that Kowloon would help with Project Eden. Our chief believes that despite some flaws, Kowloon's research and development capabilities remain among the best in the world. Depending on cooperation with Kowloon aligns with the next phase of the Science Council's goals, said Dr. Weasley. Project Orient, aimed at a deep space exploration, expected to be finalized by the end of the year after review by the world government. The launch missions for the plan will be carried out by the Teshklof Launch Center in Kowloon, the most advanced aerospace facility on the ground. A comprehensive investigation report from the Science Council Ethics Committee and a statement from the Fushui Research Institute will be released in the coming days. 4 hours before the press conference, "Please have a seat, Miss Chu. You should be aware that neither Kowloon nor I appreciate being led by the nose. It seems I don't need to explain the situation any further. The Science Council is responsible for the actions of every certified researcher under the jurisdiction. Every crime they committed while holding our certification is a grave insult to us. However, this should also be an internal matter for Kowloon to handle. You have no right to interfere." Miss Chu, the principles of the Science Council are not confined by simple territorial jurisdiction. Our goal is to eliminate this divide, not to allow it to create more. Even so, conducting investigations in Kowloon without our consent is too much. As a knowledgeable expert, you must be familiar with our saying, "You can't let others sleep soundly by your own couch." Q's tone raised sharp as if she could tear apart the shadows of those hiding within them at any moment. "I'll offer my apologies for that. Their actions were indeed at my behest. It was a rush to judgment, and that was my failing. But please understand, since the incident at the start of the year, the entire council has been determined to exorcise the rot festering within." I heard about the explosions earlier this year. Okay, now this does confirm at the beginning then, because Asimov said that they knew that something was. They knew that. I was assuming this was Project Winter. I have a feeling this is Project Winter. I think they knew that Project Winter was being done, so they did export it, which does confirm that Asimov did say that they seem to have known about it way before then, and they seem to take matters onto it. So it is interesting. I heard about the explosions earlier this year. Yes, mostly with the Committee Crimes Against Humanity and their research, but you didn't openly address this matter. It was for the Council's reputation. I had no choice. At times, you exhibit the stubborn integrity of a scholar, and at others, the cunning of a politician. So you needed the Kowloon incident to shake things up. The figure in the shadow falls silent. Science is just a pawn in the game of politics. I will do everything in my power to realize the Council's vision, facing what the other members refuse to. My place is here. I have no choice but to persist. Kowloon will cooperate. I'll play my part in this act. But Council will continue to collaboration with Kowloon as always. Oh? What exactly does that entail? Her question is pointed sharp as a blade to the throat. I pray that the ship will not be undermined by this incident. The councils will push for the next decade's plan in Parliament. The KM validation of Eden 1 will still be entrusted to Kalong as previously decided. Until the lunar base is fully renovated, only the previously constructed Taslush Aerospace, the city of Kalong, can handle this task. And for Eden 2, the Science Council will ensure a newer selection process for the construction site, not entrusting it solely to Kalong or any other entity. Okay, so Eden 1 was purely for Kalong. Eden 2 is for Science Council. Then we have reached a conscious. Just as Q is about to rise, Dominic adds, Missed you, I must say, you're just like your father. I am not my father, and I expect that distinction to be respected. It was meant as a compliment, Missed you. He was a visionary strategist. Without his initial investments, many of our advancements, including interstellar colonization, would remain but a dream. But you are indeed different, Miss Chu. Your father was more gentle than you. With a cold laugh, Chu stands and pushes open the heavy door. Aren't we all wearing masks? Damn! Well, damn. That's insane. Okay. Chat, as much as I would like to keep going, I've got to get ready to help my family out. So what do we have? I want to say we're maybe 60%. We're right fucking. God damn it! Okay. I am hoping Thursday stream. I'm hoping Thursday stream we can at least get to like maybe 70%. But this is not bad progress at all. This is really, really good pacing that we're on right now, because I still know everything that's happening. Should be 18 hours next stream. Yeah, no kidding. Probably next stream. So probably next 2 streams. Hopefully it gets done. We're gonna hope. We're gonna really hope that it gets done. We're gonna see. And then if there are 7-hour streams, maybe. Oh man, there's 7-hour streams, maybe. Oh, it's gonna take at least 2 weeks then. Maybe. Worst case scenario, we get it done in 3 weeks. Alright. Worst case scenario, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks. But I'm gonna try to make sure that doesn't happen. Now I am gonna talk to you guys about this right now. This was something that I didn't think I was gonna want to talk about, because I just didn't want to alarm anyone, but I feel like it's a good time now than ever to do it. Nothing bad, don't worry. We're all good. Nothing terrible is happening. We're all good there. All right, we're good there. It's just more of the short films that are happening right now. So I talked to one of my friends at work about it. So basically, how do I put this? So the short films that I have right now, or the short film that I'm working on now, I'm going to start implementing what I have in the book into the short films now. Because I was originally going to start implementing things in the book once we got closer to the end of the next arc. Because things would naturally be ramping up from what I have in there. So it's like, okay, I need to start implementing him now. But as I was talking about it to my person, I'm like, you know what? I think I should probably start implementing the stuff in the book now, because what I have planned, will play its part when it does happen. So, and I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings here, but I'm gonna have to say it. I also don't want to be known for a story recapper. I like that. I don't want to get stuck on that. And I noticed that, like,
I'm not gonna be happy if I get known for that. So I was like, okay, let me like at least for the long form, let me not get known for let me not be known for that. When I'm streaming, I don't sure hell yeah, I'm a story guru when it comes to the story on streaming. When it comes to the long form, that's where because I want to say that's my weakest link right now. And here's how I'll put it for you guys on this. So imagine the triangle, all right? Two triangles. Shorts, my shorts, like the actual YouTube shorts. And then my streams on one corner. Those are doing great. Those are my two foundationals right now. They are doing absolutely wonderful. Top one, short films, long form videos. Where is that right now? That is used to be on top. Now it's flipping back to an upside down triangle. I don't want that. That's my weakest link right now, and it's been my weakest link for ever since I've been doing the content. So I've been trying to figure out how can I get that triangle back up to where it's a good strong triangle instead of being a triangle that's going the other way. So that's my weakest link right now, and it's been my weakest link for a minute. So I think it's now time for me to start implementing those things into the book that I've been writing, or into the calling, everything that I've been writing for the content into that. I think it's now time for me to start implementing it into the channel. So the story recaps are not going to be purely dedicated on the videos, the long form videos are not going to be purely dedicated to story recaps. Like Eon Reforged right now, like the video that I'm working on right now, which is Eon Reforged, it'll have bits and pieces of the story, but it's not going to be fully dedicated to recapping that story because I want to break the rules of that. I even wrote in the book when I was writing it this week, and I was like, break the rules of YouTube that you are known for. Do not get stuck into becoming I think it was like a story recapper, I think. I don't know, something along the lines of that. But it's like, okay, if I want to forge my own path and be unique to the gacha space, be unique to the anime games, be unique to games in general, I have to do things differently. I have to do things that is not common, that is probably going to take a lot longer, which I'm fine with. I knew this was going to play long game, and that's fine with that. So the story recaps will not be as detailed just because I'm going to now start implementing things that need to get set up now for the future. But I promise you that it all will make sense when the time comes for me to make a move. All right. So for now, all the chapters that are happening, all the chapters moving forward. So when Polaris Bound is done, they're not going to be as detailed of a story recap. They're going to be more towards driven towards what I have going on right now. Because if you saw in Isla's chapter, y'all saw Havana, the character that does not exist in PGR. That is my own original character in the game. Y'all saw the trailer for the renewal where you had all those major players that did not belong to the story in the very beginning of the show, of the video. That's part of the story that I have written in here right now. That's part of what I have going for this content that no one knows, except for like a very few people. So it's like I want to start bringing that to life into this channel. I want to start bringing that into the channel. So I'm sorry if people who are here to see the story recaps don't want to see that anymore. I understand completely. I don't blame you on top of that. If you don't want to watch no more, I get it. I understand. I get it. But I want to put out that more because it's like I said, that is very long. That brings into what I'm bringing into this channel long term wise. Like the calling, which is what I have the series called right now. Like where you see if you go on the playlist, you see the calling. There's a lot more that goes to that than just it being called the story. There's so much more. Got to take risk every once in a while, so you know. I do. Hey, I took a risk when I I took a risk when I got my camera. I took a risk when I got all this. I gotta take a risk. I gotta, like I said, it's gonna be different. It's gonna break the norm of what people originally think. Like I said, this is not like I don't want to be known as a story recapper for long form videos wise, just because I want to bring that into play of what I've got going. Y'all saw in Isla's chapter, we talked about my family. We talked about where they at, and Havana even said like they're good. However, you don't need to worry about them right now. I want to start getting back. I want to start bringing them back into it because, like I said, they weren't going to come in until almost to the end of Infinite Loop Arc. But it's like I need to get this going now, so that way, it's a very, very smooth, big old bomb when it drops of what happens. It always has its own original. It always has its own original tweak. So I always saw it as a recap, but with some original twist. So it'll be a story recap, but it's gonna have more of original twist. It's gonna have its more original. It's gonna be more original than what you would see on the story recaps. So we're basically switching the cheater tile. We're going from story recaps with little twist to more twist, little story recap. But I promise you, it'll be worth it. It'll be nice, and like I said, it's gonna be different. And I'm fine with not getting like damn near no views on it because at the end of the day, I know that I'm fulfilling my purpose when I'm doing that. When I post out that video, when it starts to have that, I know I'm chasing my purpose and doing what I want and making me happy with it. So it's confusing now, and I know it's hard to put into words, and I know it's probably hard to understand what I'm talking about, but it's confusing now. But once you start seeing the bigger picture and what happens in the future after, it'll make sense. It'll start making sense. It'll start rolling into what man, I don't want to spoil because I want y'all to experience what I got cooking up on it, man. I can't wait, but I have to be patient. I cannot rush this. Because I cannot rush this. Cannot rush this because if I can nail what I'm wanting to hit, it'll be like clockwork. So that's basically the biggest announcement. We're making the risk of I'm gonna start putting my original story into the YouTube channel because this has its story. This has a story that I want to tell, and on top of that, I'm still gonna be bringing in stuff that happens in the game. They're just not gonna be as more. They're not gonna be the main focus really. The original stuff that I have right now is gonna be the main story. So that's basically it. And like I said, if you guys don't want to watch that anymore, if you guys came for the story recaps and you don't want to watch it, I understand completely. I don't blame you. But I have to take. It's time for me to take this risk now to be able to do it. And like I said, this is an original story. I want to say original story, but this is a story that I come up with, so it's unique to me, and I would think it's original. So. It's basically it though. That's basically what I want you guys to know. But I can't wait. I can't wait to get it started. I was gonna work on it last night, but I ended up losing track of time, and then last minute this happened. So it's like, all right, you know what? We're gonna work on it tonight. So cannot wait. Lengthwise of the films, I have no clue. This is gonna be basically going off of like, what all can I squeeze in that's important enough to keep it engaging enough to keep next video going. So they may range from like 5 minutes, and then they may range to like maybe 12 minutes. I don't think they will ever range to 20 minutes unless something significantly happens that I have to get it in that 20 minutes. It should be anywhere between 5-10 minutes. So that's basically what I want you guys to know. And I thank you guys for, like I said, I truly appreciate PGR for allowing me, in this community, for allowing me to experiment, take the risk on this, because this is such a very small but close community, and I'm super grateful that that is the case with it. Nothing changes stream-wise, and nothing changes shorts-wise. Those stay the same. Those still bring out, the shorts still bring out the highlights of everything. The streams are still the streams where I'm streaming the game, streaming the story. It's just a long form video, so we'll take its shift now. And I'm hoping that eventually will flip from an upside down triangle to a strong triangle and then continue to go up. So that's basically it though. Got caught up with previous stream. You're all good. That was a long stream. 7 hours is a long stream. But anyhow, that's all I wanted to say. I know I was rambling, and I'm sorry, but I needed to let you guys know, like, so like the change is gonna happen in long form videos. So, anyhow, that's all I've got. I think everyone who has been here, I think everyone who has been with me on this journey so far, it's been super fun. It's always an experience with every stream we do. I hope I can make you guys laugh, make you guys day, and make this time go by a little bit faster when things are rough. But Thursday stream, all right. Thursday stream, we'll be continuing on with Polaris Bound. I'm hoping to try to get at least to 60%. That way, or maybe 70 if we can. That way we're set up nice and good to go for Saturday. And if Saturday, we're gonna see. I might pull another 7 hours, just depending on how long it's gonna take. But we're gonna see. So, anywho, thank you all for being here. I hope everyone has a good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Heriter, I'm so sorry that that the stream's ending right now, but I hope you're enjoying the previous stream, and I'm sure you'll enjoy this stream as well. I'll keep you guys updated on everything. So, anywho, I'll let you guys go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you guys all bright and early Thursday morning, 6 a.m. All right, I'm out. Peace.